This a LP beat. This a LP beat.
All right. What is going on, everybody? We are live for the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears. What is going on, everybody? We got Michael in the building. We got Dominic Pope in the building. Sydney in the building. Sportsman Kev. Dominic Pope, CFH 420. Detroit Lions Talk with MicroMike. Barfly Coach. How's everybody doing? Hold on a second. I forgot to do this. What's up, the Bishop? How's it going? Good morning from Vegas, Trox. What's up, brother? What's going on, Dominic Pope? No, I'm the only time I'm not going to be live is the 10 o'clock game. We got 3 games today, and all you got to do is stay in the chat even after this ends, and it will redirect you into the next stream. What's up, Joey? Sydney says, "Go Bills," which is the Jets Packers. Yes, that is the next stream, and then after that, after the Jets Packers, we'll be live for the Steelers and the Lions. So we're doing 3 NFC North teams today. What's up, Traven Sage? What's up, Jose? Yeah, that last game I'm going to be torn. What's up, Linda Brennan?
Linda, honey, look at this.
What's going on, Linda Brennan? I'm only here so I don't get fined. Hashtag Chiefs Kingdom. Jose says, let's go Chicago Bears. Yeah, Linda is 1-0 on your boy. Chiefs and the Cardinals. What's up, Mr. Beck? Yeah, Michael, they're both my favorite teams. My nephew won his championship high school junior football game the day before last, and today is the party. Hey, that's what's up. I actually do want to see the Bears play, but dang, it's early for football. Hey, it's never early for football. Come on now. Wonder how many times people will ask, can you show the game despite it being contractable allowed? Yeah, hey, that's all facts, Bearfly. Or Barfly. That is all facts. No, Sydney, I won't be live for the Seahawks game. I will be making that game up. What do you call it? During the regular season. Yeah, I'll be making up a Denver game and a Seahawks game because I won't be live today for that game when they go head to head. But I'll be making that game up for you guys. People picking the Bears to win, really? as a Lions fan, I can't vote for the Bears, even though I do like their quarterback a lot. Um, I'm a Lions fan, so yeah. Or should I say the Detroit Simbas fan? The Bishop says, "The Bears." Because, yeah, we haven't been relevant for a while. Last time we were truly relevant was 1991. We had glimpses of hope during the Matthew Stafford era, but it was nothing sustainable. When you can't run the football, you're not going to win football games. Dominic Pope says, Hakuna Matata. Absolutely. But I can't believe a lot of people are what do you call it, doubting Justin Fields just because he went to Ohio State. Like, I didn't want him on, say, like the Lions or anything, because I think the Lions have way more problems than just a quarterback. But I think he's going to be solid for Chicago. I think Chicago finally are going to be able to break their curse of not having a real quarterback in. I mean, you had some, Band-Aids with, say, a Jay Cutler, a Kyle Orton, and things like that. But, I think they finally got their quarterback. Now, for the Bears, they got to get a new general manager and a new head coach and coaching staff. What's up, Harry? Hey, Trox, I'm going to take a shower. I am going to see my girlfriend at her grandma's house. Hey, that's what's up. What's going on, AP? What's going on, E? Yeah, E, they definitely did. I mean, we had some glimpses of hope, but we never put a running game behind that. Like, if you would have had Calvin Johnson, Matthew Stafford, a solid offensive line, a defense that we had in, say, 2014, and then a run game to complement all that, like, you'd been winning a whole lot of games and playoff wins. What's up, sports player? We're rough on our quarterbacks in Chicago. Yeah, we're live for the Bills Chicago game, then the Jets Packers game, and then the Lions Steelers game. Hey, I appreciate that, Linda. What's up, Barb? Troxel, my friend, from the hot and humid state of Florida. Not good for old people. Hey, don't tell me that because your boy might be moving out to Florida. Who do you think is going to win personally? I am going for the Buffalo Bills, but I can see Chicago pulling this game out. They're going to have at least one of their starting quarterbacks with the Chicago Bears playing. Is it going to be Andy Dalton? Is it going to be Justin Fields? Both of them still going to be playing today. Where the Buffalo Bills, they're not going to be playing Josh Allen. It had to be Florida. Hey, there's no income tax in Florida. Or no taxes in Florida. I kind of want to be like, what is that one? That one commercial. I think it's like JP Morgan or something. Like, I want my money and I want it now. Is preseason the best or worst part of the season, as well as we all have hope, but at the same time, we've seen it all before? Yeah, I mean, it's a double-edged sword with preseason. That's why I don't look for like wins and losses. I look for how do the actual team performs out on the field against real opponents. I'm waiting for this game. Hey, absolutely, Harry. This is going to be a good matchup. You know, both teams got some good depth. And, obviously there's going to be without their starting quarterback with the Buffalo Bills. But, let's see if the Buffalo Bills got some depth. Let's see if Mitch Trubisky can prove the naysayers wrong that, it was wrong for Chicago to cut him. Hey, I appreciate that, Chase. We got about 2 minutes before the broadcast starts, so hopefully we start relatively on time. What's up, Chris Lovelace? How's it going? But I tell you what, we got 3 good games today. At least on paper, it looks good. But yeah, I do have to take that 10 o'clock game off, and we'll be able to. I got to work on some my setup for the regular season because we're going to switch things up. And trust me, you guys definitely want me to finish this setup. It's going to be really, really awesome. What's up, just me? Hey, just me. Tonight I'm going to be torn, girl. I am going to be torn. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Detroit Lions. I am torn like torn can get. I just want a good game. Trox, how's your MVP today? Hope no more issues. Yeah, I mean, she got some surgeries coming up. Blazed Radio. What's going on, brother? Says yo, 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 Trox, and everybody in the chat. Yes, sir, the terrible towel in the house. Hey, you already know. I'm going to be one torn guy, or as Ric Flair would say, I'm one torn son of a gun. Woo! I know you are. A good game and no injuries. Hey, that's all facts. Trax, you guys are in my prayers, friend. Hey, I appreciate that, Barb. Appreciate that. That means a lot. Steelers, Lions. Glad it's only preseason, brother. Salute to you. Hey, absolutely. And on top of that, we play in the regular season. It's a double whammy this year. What's going on, Yoxer? Says, excited to see more Fields. Hey, absolutely. I think Joseph Fields is going to be a pretty good quarterback in this league. He's going to just have to make sure that he understands that playbook and the ins and out of the playbook. Once he gets that, I think he's going to be really, really good. What's up, Damien? Damien says, what's up, Bears down, baby? Let's go. I can't believe my Denver Broncos passed on him. Yeah. That's crazy. I thought he was going to go to Denver. But Yoxer, I will be making up the Denver Broncos game for you. Well, hello everybody. Man, it's early for a winnow. What's going on, Greg? What's up, Oscar? I'll be live right after this. If you stay in the chat when this ends, it redirects you into the next one. Yeah, Big Ben is going to be playing against the Detroit Lions today. Jose wants to hear one of these on his phone.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
There you go, Jose. Browns played tonight. I'm excited to be medicated. What's up, Marku? You going triple header today? Save your voice, brother. Going to be a wild day studying these games for my fantasy picks. Hey, absolutely. Hey, don't forget, Blaze, September 5th, 8 o'clock p.m., we got the draft for the Infinite Sports Network Fantasy League, year number 2. What's up, Ivan, the new NBA champ? Hey, absolutely. Hopefully you are feeling better, Blaze. Hey, man, I'm glad you're a part of it too, brother. It's going to be fun this year. Yeah, I figure September 5th because, you know, you got about, 3 days before, or 3 or 4 days before the regular season kicks off. You kind of know what players are going to be playing where, what guys are going to be starting, what guys are going to be sitting, things like that. So I figure, you know, September 5th is a perfect day to do the draft, and we're going to have some fun. All right, here you go, Michael.
Got him!
Do you have to watch AEW? Hey, shout out to AEW, man. CM Punk is back. CM Punk is back, baby. Woo! That actually might get me to watch AEW. CM Punk back. Derrn says, who do you got winning? I got Buffalo, but I do think that Chicago could definitely come out and win this ball game. I mean, it is preseason, so it really does not matter who wins today. You know, you just want to see no injuries and performance out on the field. Win, lose, or draw, you just want to see, you know, performance out on the field and no injuries. Stay relatively healthy for the regular season. What's up, Secret Underdog? AEW is on September 5th, All Out pay-per-view. Ooh. AEW is a fun show to watch. Reminds me of old school wrestling. Less BS, more fighting. Oh, okay. Okay, Blaze. Hey, you know me, brother. I'm from that old school wrestling. Give me that, like that attitude style. Like, my favorite eras was like the attitude era, aggression era kind of feel. But this PG era, I can't rock. I haven't watched the WWE in, I think, about 4 years, 3 years, something like that. I just stopped when they started doing part-timers as champions. I can't rock with that. Absolutely. Back when it was known as the WWF.
Both in special
All right,
teams
here we
and
go.
attack
Let me know what the audio is, if it's good or not.
Tyler Bass will kick away for Buffalo. Excellent season last year for the reigning AFC East champion
AEW got
Buffalo Bills.
steamed. Okay,
Won
let's
their first
go.
division title since
Audio's
the mid-90s.
good. I appreciate that.
Off we go in week 2. And a touchback will set the Bears up at the 25-yard line.
Got it at the 25-yard line.
So Andy Dalton will get extended
is your
snaps
starter
today.
in this
Pretty
ball
much a
game.
quarter plus is the expectation for Dalton. Only a couple of 3-and-outs last week, but obviously not the proper gauge. We'll see what happens today.
Yeah, it's really said he wants to set the tempo for the Bears, getting in and out of the huddle, and setting the standard for moving the football. They really have practiced with a lot more tempo, and that's what you can do with a veteran quarterback like Andy Dalton. They've really prepped themselves
I'm watching the game.
to really play a lot faster offensively.
Appreciate you for rocking.
Damian Williams will be the back to start the day.
All right, here we go. Got a man in motion, single back.
There is Williams.
Play action, Andy Dalton. And that's batted down
the Dalton pass and a deflection
by Phillips.
By Harrison Phillips for Buffalo.
Good pass protection, and they didn't give up a sack last week. When you look at the Chicago Bears, dealing with some issues on their offensive line. We'll talk and discuss that as the game goes along. But good pass protection on the first play. Just trying to hit a swing route, gets batted down by the defensive end.
Ivan says, boo, we want Fields.
2nd down and 10.
All right, here we go.
Back once again. Another pass play for Andy Dalton.
There's Andy Dalton. He throws. That's
Jimmy
caught.
Graham, who makes the grab.
Ball near the 30.
Wrapped up by Dane Jackson. After
That is Jimmy Graham.
Cole Kmet not dressed today. Jimmy Graham will get some more
Hey,
tight
that's
end
facts,
reps.
Barb.
Just too big a body on the
Storylines
young,
in the WWE is not good like the
Dane
old days
Jackson.
with
He's out
Piper
of Pittsburgh. They're high on
and
him, and they've
Stone
got
Cold.
a great secondary, but just too big of a body. That's a matchup you're looking for.
Remember, Buffalo is
Tim
a
Tebow
heavy,
got kicked
heavy,
out of the
heavy
Jags.
nickel team.
Jimmy
Play
Graham
nickel
faster
on this
than
set
Andy
on
Reid.
3rd down.
And
Pocket
Andy
collapsing around
Dalton in trouble.
And he'll sling it
Throws,
away.
and it's going to be
Veteran
thrown out of
play to
bounds.
Avoid
Wisely
A.J.
gets
Epinesa,
it
who had
out.
the pressure.
Brings up 4th down and
3 and out for the Bears
5.
offense to start the day.
14:09.
Buffalo was an improving defense after their bye week last year. They got better as the season went on.
Was Andre
Drafted
the
2
Giant.
big pass rushers, Gregory Rousseau out of Miami. He's got
Yeah,
the leverage.
drugs and
Reminds me a
alcohol
lot of
killed
Mario
his
Williams.
career.
And then Boogie Basham.
That's
He's
a
a young
sad
player
story.
that they can kick him
Bears
inside
O-line.
for Carlos Basham. Really had a good Senior Bowl, and they feel high on the young pass rushers.
All right,
that
here
they
comes
Pat
O'Donnell.
O'Donnell will punt away. Isaiah McKenzie had a punt return touchdown late in the year last year. There is a flag thrown.
Okay, there's a flag on this return.
McKenzie back to the
Here
7.
we go to the 10, to the 15,
There's some of the speed of
20,
Isaiah McKenzie, a good return. We'll
and
check
down
the
at
marker.
the
Back to the
23-yard
25-yard
line. There's the flag. Let's see what that is.
16-yard return, but we'll see what Cleet Blakeman, veteran official, Super Bowl 50 referee, has to say for us on this. Mitch Trubisky's about to take the field, by the way. We'll also lay out, let's see the reception for him.
All right, Mr. Trubisky is in at quarterback. I think Fields is going to play today.
Sean McDermott wondering what it is as well.
Illegal formation on the offense. 5-yard penalty we added to the end of the return. 1st down, Buffalo.
Wow, add
So the
another
Bills take
5
over,
yards.
and it is time for Mitch
to
Trubisky.
that.
A fairly
Chicago
poor
picking up the first
I think
penalty.
so. I think Bears respect him. He worked extremely hard. He played through injuries here. He never
Trubisky's a 64.1% completion percentage, has over 10,000 yards,
for whatever reason, it didn't work out.
64 touchdowns, and 37
He
interceptions.
does have a winning record. Probably landed in a good spot in Buffalo behind Josh Allen.
All right,
really,
first
really
down
grow
and
as a young
10.
quarterback
Ball at
offensively.
the 28-yard line.
Start this drive from the 28.
Out the shotgun. Trubisky
throws left, and
throws,
it's dropped
and that
by
is
the Chicago
dropped.
native Jake Kumaro.
Kumaro was
now
the
Bill.
intended receiver.
Nice
What's up,
job
the Single
on
Dads
the
Club?
slant route. Bears were. I
What's
spent a little
going
bit of time
on,
up
David
at
Wyatt?
Hallis Hall this week, and Bears. The football was being contested all
What's
all
up,
week
Steve?
long. A lot of footballs on the ground. Jalen Johnson steps in front of that one. Really breaks hard on the slant
All
route.
right, here
to
we
bust it
go.
up.
Trubisky another
Trubisky
throw.
throws.
This time it's
That's
Gabriel
caught. That's a
Davis
first
making the
down.
grab. It's a good gain in front of Kendall Vildor for
That's
a 14-yard
Davis
pickup and a first down.
with the reception.
Good accurate throw by Mitch. Throws it to the only spot, high away from the
Vildor
defender.
was the
Vildor
tackler.
there to make the tackle on the in cut.
Got a 1st and 10.
Trubisky playing with some tempo.
Out the shotgun at the 41-yard line.
It's a handoff for Devin
Here's the
Singletary,
handoff.
who had a good year last year. Alec
Singletary
Ogletree
got
has to
it
wrap up the sprinting
near
back
midfield
at the
48-yard line. Gonna bring up second and short.
In some big moments last week.
He really did, especially in the goal line. Really reacted, got the 2-yard tackle for a loss, and thus it left Miami to really settle for a field goal. He has really impressed during camp, and we'll see if he can continue to make plays. We're definitely in the mix to earn that backup spot.
Trubisky,
here's Trubisky, that's caught, that's
and
Knox.
He's got Dawson Knox, who had a productive year with Josh
Allen.
Allen.
Got the first down
10-yard gain and a first down
for
to the Bears.
Buffalo.
42-yard
Good gain on that play.
They're respecting the Bears pass rush. You see him getting it out quick. We've seen a couple of slant routes. Here
Andre
it is
the
again
Giant
with the slant route, man coverage.
Giantism.
Shelley, good open field tackler, able to bring him down.
So he drank
Akeem Hicks in
lots
that
of
pass
party.
rush, trying to get to
Drink a lot
Trubisky,
and
his
party.
former teammate. He's working against Cody Ford.
All right, here we go. At the 42-yard line
set for Trubisky.
in Bears territory, Trubisky
throws,
that's caught.
First down to Gabriel Davis.
And that's Gabriel Davis again.
Yeah, the quick game, and that's what Buffalo was known for.
Bring up second and short, gain of 8
really
on that
small,
play.
Quick receivers, and they get it out of the quarterback's hand, and you referenced their ability to score. That was a franchise record, 501 points for the Buffalo Bills.
Number 1 third down team, number 1 fourth down team. They were aggressive, they were sharp.
Trubisky and Dalton quarterbacks.
Trubisky, another quick
and
slant,
that's McKenzie got a first down.
Knocked down after another good gain.
What's going on,
11 yards on the pickup.
Danny B,
and you see
good
the
job,
tempo
buddy.
of Buffalo. They're getting up there right away. They're hitting the Bears with some quick slant routes here. In and out coverage by the Bears, but quickly trying to set up and
23-yard line.
We saw Gibson make the tackle.
Ball near the red zone for Buffalo.
For the Bears are both playing on this opening defensive set.
Trubisky.
Another fresh set of downs.
Out the shotgun throws. That's dropped. Intended for Dawson Knox.
Charging in the late moments.
And that's what Dawson Knox,
appreciate that, David
with
Wyatt,
the drop
with the $5 super chat.
Consistency.
Says big fan of your channel. Glad to see you back at it. Keep it up.
The Philadelphia
Shout out
Eagles,
to you
for
allowing people without cable to follow the game. Hey, I appreciate that, David.
Khalil Mack did start this drive for the Bears defense. He now comes off the field.
All right, here we go. Man in motion.
Fake to Singletary. Trubisky did not have the throwback.
Oh, he slid behind the line of scrimmage.
Being a loss of a couple
yards. Lose some yardage on that.
Mario Edwards had some good penetration and pressure.
You think Bears
will
by
keep
him as backup?
From the Denver Broncos is there. He's there to make the play as well. And for Mitch, just getting it back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, I think somebody's going to be the backup behind Justin Fields.
Third down and long. Again,
they probably
number one
keep
third down offense last year. They converted
Foles
half their third downs a year ago.
What's up, Key in the building? Yeah, I will once we go to commercial break.
Four-man rush.
Trubisky
throws,
caught.
And it is complete.
That is, I believe, McKenzie again. Yes, it
Good
is.
job by Duke Shelley to wrap him up.
Going to bring
Looking
up
to be
fourth
shy
down
of sticks by
and about a yard.
They'll pick up 11, and it's 4th and 1.
Shelley, as I mentioned, good open field tackler. Get enough pressure on Trubisky, but he's able to deliver it. Be careful on the tackle. Almost slid up to get the first down, but just shy.
Here we
and
go.
Of course, Buffalo's
ball at the
going
14-yard line. Fourth down and 1. They're going to go for it.
Reggie Gilliam's the fullback.
I formation.
Pitch, Singletary.
And here's the pitch to Singletary.
The cut and the first down.
Singletary,
and
second
he's got
effort.
The touchdown.
And that's a touchdown.
Robert Quinn couldn't get him in the open field, and Jackson couldn't get him out of bounds. It's 6-0 Buffalo.
Yeah, it's really fake 14 belly, and it's just a quick pitch. Obviously, you're trying to out-leverage the defense end, but he played it well. The outside backer, Robert Quinn, played it well. He's trying to force it, tunnel it back into where his defenders are coming in. But to me, that's a missed tackle. You've got to make that play for the Chicago Bears. And he's been dealing. He had an ankle last week. He's still dealing with the back issue, but trying to get Robert Quinn up and going here. But missed tackle and space leads to the score.
There's a delay right now. Refs are stopping the play. All right, here we go.
Sure that it was indeed a touchdown. He had broken the plane.
All right.
Tyler Bass
set to
57 of
Kick the extra
59
point.
on PATs last
And
year.
the kick is
59
up.
attempts at a point after. That's how many times Buffalo was able to
And
strike
the kick
a year
is
ago.
good.
And they strike first today.
All right, 7-0. Buffalo over the Bears on the road. All right, this is for David Wyan. Appreciate that, David Wyan. What's going on, Isaiah? What's going on, Jabber Devil? What's up, Jorge? Very good drive for Buffalo. Absolutely. Hey, the Single Dads Club. $10 super chat. Appreciate that. Says, what suggestions do you have for watching live football on my phone? I'm a trucker and have no home address. I would say NFL Game Pass would probably be the best route. It is a monthly subscription to it. I'm not too sure how much it is, but that would probably be the best route. But shout out to all the truck drivers out there making the world go round. Appreciate each and every single one of you. Justin Fields busting. Hey, shout out to the 191 in the building. You guys are amazing. Brandon Wright says, what's up? You awesome job, bro. Hey, I appreciate that, Brandon Wright. Oh, you're welcome to Singles Dads Club. What's going on? Shabuti says, was good, go Bears. Hopefully I said your name correctly. All right, we're about to resume the game audio following the commercial break. All right, here we go. Here is the ensuing kick.
Bears go 3 and out. Buffalo drives down the
field.
field.
You got it. Okay, okay. I'm horrible with names, so I take it as a victory when I get a name right.
Back to return. They'll have an opportunity from the 2.
All right, here we go to the 5, to the 10, 15, and down before the 20.
About the 18.
Looks like it's going to be the 18-yard line, first down and 10.
Series.
Andy Dalton back at it at quarterback. All right, do have to mute it real quick as they go to a cut scene. Showing Andy Dalton last year with the Cowboys, now with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Majority of this
All right,
first
here we
quarter,
go.
A little bit into the second. That's the initial plan.
Here's the
Williams
handoff.
On his first carry.
And going to gain about a yard, maybe a yard and a half at best.
What you saw from Andy Dalton, what do you expect from Andy Dalton?
All right, do have to mute it again as they go back to some copywritten music. Barely woke up. Bills fan 1970 says, thanks a ton. Can't see the Bills much out here in Seahawks country. Go Bills. Hey, that's what's up, Bills fan.
Pick things up, but I think these receivers are on point.
What's up, Eddie Van Trollen? What's going on, Don
Keith? They've got to get to their spot quickly and get their head around.
All right, under center, single back,
right
hands it off. Williams.
Not much room there.
Going to have a no-gainer on that play. Going to bring up third down and 9 with 9 minutes left.
Third down in about 8.
And I think for Andy Dalton, you get a lot of criticism.
What's up, Hector?
He takes Cincinnati to 5
says go Bills to
play, but it's
Buffalo
not all on
decide
him.
Mexico.
It's not like they got blown out all those games. We know the
What's
game
up,
against Pittsburgh.
Solo Alonso?
And really, A.J. McCarron was a part of that game anyway.
Yep.
And then, of course, I
Here's the
thought
third down and 9.
was
Shotgun
formation
for Andy
Dalton.
Dalton.
In the game that really cost the Bengals. But, of course, you're going to get a lot of the blame as a quarterback when you don't get the W in the postseason.
Does seem like Dalton is very cognizant of that, though, as well as.
All right, here comes Andy Dalton. He throws. That's going to be caught.
Good effort by
and
Jesse
that is going to
James,
be
who had
2
the
yards
touchdown
short of
grab
a
from
first
Fields
down.
last week. He'll pick up 8 yards there.
That is
And it's
Jesse
4th down and
James,
short. Saran
the
Neal,
outlaw, formerly
backup
from
quarterback, makes the stop.
Detroit, longtime Pittsburgh
Jesse James,
Steeler,
very experienced
tight end.
player. Dalton gives it to him in the flat. Not able to make him miss, and that's another thing about Buffalo. This is one of the better secondaries in the National Football League.
4th down and 1. Looks like they're going to punt
good
it.
Tacklers in space. They're starting secondary, I think, for Buffalo. Poyer,
Got
Mike
O'Donnell.
Hyde. They have 2 excellent corners. Tre'Davious White's an all-pro. I think this is going to be another very good year for Buffalo's defense. Takeaways are kind of a little bit of a product of luck, but I think just in general, coverage-wise, they're one of the best in the league.
If their younger pass rushers can develop, it is really going to make that secondary lights out.
And the punt is off.
McKenzie,
And, he fumbled
loose
it.
ball, attempt
Fight
at it
for it.
near the 37.
Bears might have had
McKenzie
it.
and a special teamer for the Bears dove on top of the ball. It will be Buffalo football. McKenzie able
Buffalo
to rescue
regains it
at the very last moment.
Man, that was a close call right there. He muffed it. That was McKenzie. Fumbled it, but then he got it back. Hey, that one deserves a...
Oh, my God.
What's up, JJAR BMX? Lil Dirty never makes those mistakes. Yeah, usually he's really good for returning punts and kicks. I had Ty Montgomery flashbacks on that play. They hit helmets hard too. What's up, Nathan? Laurinaitis? What's going on, Cornell Taylor? Says Big Buffalo. Arku says, Adam Schefter, I have a problem with you now. Uh-oh, why? Why you got a problem with Adam Schefter? The Single Dads Club says, going to be a tough cheering for both your teams tonight, Trox. Hey, all facts. I'm going to need some prayers in that game. I'm going to be going crazy in that one. I know it's preseason, but now I got to really get hard on 2 teams. What's up, Rusk? I'm not putting Dalton down. He's a backup. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a backup. I mean, this stage of his career, he's definitely a backup. I think the future and the now is definitely going to be Justin Fields. What's up, Igor's Locke says Bills Rams Super Bowl this year. Oh man, I hope not. As a Lions fan, I want the Rams to go 0-17, so we get the number 1 pick by the Rams. What's up? Appreciate that, Steve. Steven Chouffet. Hopefully I said your name correctly. What's going on, New Tech? But yeah, I don't want the Rams in the Super Bowl, because the Lions are going to be bad, and if the Rams go 0-17 and the Lions are bad, we might have the top 2 picks in the draft. That we might be relevant. What's up, Heritage Hunter? Cornell
Sean,
says, who you liking? I am going for the Buffalo Bills in this one, but I do think that Chicago could upset in this one. They are at home.
Buffalo starts this drive from its own 36
and Justin
after
Fields still hasn't played yet, so we'll see how they do.
Touchdown drive on the opening series.
All right, empty backfield.
The Bears starters are back out there once again on defense.
Looks like that is still Mitchell Trubisky in at quarterback, and it is.
Rush for Chicago.
All right, Trubisky got it caught to McKenzie.
For about
McKenzie got it short of a first down. Going to bring up 2nd and short. I think this is the Bills' year for the Super Bowl. I hope so. And hopefully they actually go out in the Super Bowl and win it. They deserve it. Bills Mafia, man, they are a fun crowd.
Educational administration. Another grab by
McKenzie got it for a first down.
8 more yards. Very sharp guy. He played high school football with my buddy Dan Orlovsky, who works as an analyst now. I texted Dan, what do you remember about Sean? Brilliant guy, super smart.
Says,
got
I think the
hurt
Bears
during
going to
his
lose.
high school career, so didn't play as much.
Rams aren't going 0-17. I know they're not.
To him. That seems to be important.
I know they're not going 0-17.
Yeah, I think
I mean,
they
got a killer of a defense.
Of how he coaches this
and
football team. About
they got some wide receivers over there.
But I think he's creative. Khalil Mack called him a evil genius, I believe.
Here is McKenzie, got a first down,
so
and much more.
Positions to make plays.
Good gain on that play, gain of 14.
Chuck Pagano defensively.
Another good pickup by McKenzie as he picks up 15 before Christian Jones made the tackle.
We've seen one pass 15 yards downfield on the in cut.
Everything is I'm having flashbacks.
And in front of that.
Worst linebacker in Lions history outside of Jelani Tavai.
Fresh set of downs for Trubisky, who throws out to Singletary.
Here's Singletary.
To grab him was Kendall Vildor.
Got across the 30.
Another Christian Jones stop after 5 yards. So the Bears
down at the 28. Where's this Christian Jones when he was in Detroit?
To the quickness of the Buffalo Bills.
Back-to-back plays, making tackles.
Just with the quickness. We saw the one with Robert Quinn earlier. Now Vildor right here. You got to make those plays for no game. They're there to make.
Come on, man. I think we signed him to sabotage our own self.
Moss, Matt Breida, all expected to get carries
second
today.
down and 5
for Buffalo.
Here's Trubisky. Oh, ball tipped up and incomplete.
Was a dangerous pass. Jalen Johnson.
That's savvy though by Jalen
Johnson with the pass breakup
into a back shoulder throw. He was going to throw it to his front side.
That was intended for camera
roll. That to the front shoulder. But Johnson broke on it to the front like he was going to cross his face, and he throws it to the outside, almost baited him into an interception right there.
Jalen's going to have one, you get the sense. He did not have a pick last year, but top 7 in the lead in passes.
Yeah, the game is on NFL Network.
3rd and 5. Blitz coming.
Here is Trubisky. Trubisky rolls out, throws, and that's caught by Davis for a first down.
Bears have seen that.
What's going on, free copyright music? What's going on, Hayden Flynn?
Khalil Mack is
what's going on, the H-back?
Right there,
Stack
but able to hit the curl route.
Marquis Christian,
Zach
who's
Wilson
battling for a nickel spot on the tackle.
How's everybody doing today?
Got good pressure by Christian up front. The inside backer was able to get in there and force Mitch.
All right, here we go. First down and 10. Ball at the 20-yard line.
Zach Moss, as you mentioned, does check into the game.
Mitchell Trubisky
his preseason
in the
debut after
shotgun,
he missed
got
Buffalo's
Dawson
game
Knox
last week,
in
a
motion.
1-point win over Detroit with a hamstring injury. Look at the fake.
And
Trubisky
Mitch Trubisky incomplete.
For McKenzie.
Intended for McKenzie.
Good job by James Waters, who had some good moments last week, providing the pressure.
Showed up last year, got 14 games for the Chicago Bears. Did have a sack and a half and 22 tackles.
Our secondary still sucking.
In play that he got in there. Also 2 tackles for a loss. Very speedy player. A little bit undersized.
Yeah, Mitch Trubisky is actually playing really well. I think he had this game circled.
Remember his first career sack.
Definitely think he had this game circled. Back in Chicago.
Played about a quarter of the defensive snaps a year ago, Waters did.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 10, ball at the 20.
10-play series to start their day. Trubisky,
here's
Trubisky looking for Davis, Vildor in coverage, and that ball
for Gabriel Davis, incomplete.
3rd down and 10 coming up. Bears got to Trubisky quick that time.
Nice job by Kyrus Tonga, the young draft.
I don't know why they were not trying to
for a bigger guy,
hand it off and things like that, get that run game going.
Than you think. Good push on in the interior of the pocket.
He's 25 years old, remember, as a rookie. Many of the players at BYU serve a 2-year more.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and 10.
College, he was
Trubisky in the shotgun
for a couple of years. 3rd and 10.
And we got a free play.
Thrown. Trubisky to the outside.
And that's going to be a first down. McKenzie.
Alec Ogletree was, beg your pardon, Marquis Christian was trying to stick with him. We will check.
That's going to be offsides on Chicago, it looks like.
12.
Offside. Defense, number 50. Penalties declined. Yardage gained is the first down.
That is Jeremiah Tauchu, the
first down.
Veteran. Signed a 2-year deal with the Bears, as Jimmy mentioned, a productive year in Denver last year with 5 sacks. Sean, a little bit frustrated, as you can imagine.
The run game don't suck. They got Singletary and Zach Moss.
Last week against the Dolphins, 3 red zone defensive possessions, 2 field goals, and the red zone takeaway. Remember, the Bears didn't have one of those last year.
And here's McKenzie
on the sweep. Good job by Eddie
on
Jackson
the jet
to run
sweep,
down
got
the
it down
backside.
to the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal.
So much misdirection by the Bills, this big staple, because again, you know, with Diggs and the players that they have, they've got some nice speed to the outside, but nice job for Eddie Jackson. He wasn't baited by the fake at all. He was there to make the play. Got good blocking up front, but able to stop short.
Man, it looks so weird seeing Eddie Jackson in a number 4 jersey.
Going into the preseason. Came back last week. Did not play in the first preseason.
All right, here we go. Ball is at the 4-yard line. Got some motion going.
2nd and goal for this versatile, flexible
shotgun
Buffalo
formation.
Has a lot of pieces to it. Fake to Davis out of the backfield. Trubisky on the run.
Oh, that's a touchdown.
That's a touchdown. Cameron. Jalen Johnson, the South Elgin High School grad, makes
touchdown Buffalo. Makes
very
this 13-0.
And this is what Buffalo does. They really expand you.
Former
looks
Packer.
Like it's a tight formation, then everybody just splits out and everybody's running outside of the hash marks. And Mitch Trubisky finds his receiver right across the middle of the end zone.
Buffalo will go through a 2-point set here with a good chunk of their first teamers on the line and in the receiving court out there.
All right.
The Bears have been trying to do
looks
a lot
like
of
they're
press,
going to go for it on
the receivers just
a
enough
2-point conversion.
Step on the Bears they're able to get a step of separation.
Davis in motion.
Got the Blue Angels flying overhead, so a little extra noise for Trubisky. The blitz from Marquis Christian is coming too.
All right, we got a timeout taken
Bills
by Buffalo.
Buffalo takes his first timeout. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Yeah, that noise was in addition to the crowd getting loud.
I was driving down from the city yesterday from Halissaw. I seriously,
What's up,
when you
okay?
heard the noise driving down.
Hey,
nothing like getting
appreciate that,
jarred awake
Roman.
out of bed at 8 in the morning when they start
What's
their
up,
parade.
Rashad?
And as you mentioned, the Angels, they put on a show yesterday for all of Chicago.
You know, we were talking about Mitch Trubisky.
Where's looking
Tariq
like
Cohen
the
had
little
spoken
Cubs.
this week and said, guys, you know,
What's
talking
up,
to fans,
Heritage?
like, don't boo this man.
Yeah.
And I think the reception has been fairly warm. He's performed well. I'm sure that some Bears fans even thought, hey, it'd be nice to see Mitch do well. And I think that's a positive. I think it's a good spot for him.
Oh, I place it.
Yeah, I think
Rogers,
for him to just really sit in
Rogers
the
is more
background,
Rogers.
Learn from a good offensive coordinator.
Rogers
and
is the best one out that entire bunch.
Success in the NFL and really just
right,
rebuilding his career is what it's about.
Trubisky.
Downfield, using his feet. Bears fans got used to this. Good play to
Oh,
get it to
Singletary
but he could not
dropped
hold
it.
on.
It was in his
Good
hands,
effort by
wide
Trubisky
open.
there.
Oh, he has got to come up with that. Wide open in his hands. He has got to come out with that one. But if I got to rate those ones, I will say Rogers. Oh, hold on a second.
Sorry to our friends at the NFL Network who are all excited to pay their bills, but we got more to show you here.
Well, it's a good job by Mitch. That's what he can do. He can extend plays. There's no doubt about his athleticism. And like most young quarterbacks, I think it hurts when you go to a different type of offense, and he's had to learn a new one. He was 2-1.
Okay, they're going to redo a 2-point conversion. What?
The inconsistency of the play.
Okay, out the I formation.
Resurrect his career.
A defensive holding penalty gives the
and
Bills
it's
another
still no
opportunity.
good by
Gives
Singletary.
Eddie Jackson another chance for an open field tackle. He and Christian Jones right there for the stop. That closes out the 2-point.
All right, now they're going to go to commercial break. But if I got to rate them, I'll say Aaron Rodgers first. Jared Goff number 2. Kirk Cousins 3. Andy Dalton 4. I appreciate that. The HVAC 1971. Appreciate that. What's up, Jason Hart, Chicago? What's going on, Subramanium? Hopefully I said your name correctly. What's up, Gaston? Hail Mary Nightmares featuring Aaron Rodgers. Yep. Hey, that's why you got to put some respect on the bad man's name. Jared Goff was in a Super Bowl. Jared Goff was in a Super Bowl. That's why I put him ahead of Dalton and Cousins. Hey, appreciate that, Mike. And I would have said that even if Jared Goff was with the Rams. That's not being biased. Like, he took his team to the Super Bowl. As more we could say than Matthew Stafford, Kirk Cousins, and Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton couldn't get out the first round, just like Matthew Stafford. All right, it looks like it's tied 50-50 on who will win this ball game. Shout out to the 246. He's a bad man. Absolutely. I was hoping we would have got rid of Aaron Rodgers out this division. I was hoping we was going to get rid of him. What's up, AGM?
Sound and visual.
All right, here we go.
Today. Bills with two really sharp offensive series. Khalil Herbert back to return.
Well, that's because Andy Dalton's in that quarterback. Here's Tyler Bass. Ensuing kick is up.
Kick towards the sideline. Herbert will grab it.
And we got it to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Chicago
number 24.
Starts at the 30.
Andy Dalton goes back to work, 2 for 4
and
so
Dalton
far
comes
today,
back out.
But
Dalton is 2 for 4 for 13 yards.
Here for the Bears offense, first down with this group.
Yeah, it's a good measuring stick that we mentioned about Buffalo in their defense, but the Bears, they got to start jump-starting this offense. This is how they started a week ago, 2 3 and outs. Start to pick up the pace a little bit more. And they could play well into the second quarter. They need to see more offensively and get this group with a lot of continuity as they move forward.
Jimmy Graham is the tight end.
There's Dalton.
Jesse James, the other side's tight end, to get
and
the first
the outlaw,
down. Right
Jesse
on cue, they pick up a dozen.
James.
Nice play action
Got
pass
the first
to Jesse
down.
James. Good starting point at the 30-yard line, so they get a good starting point there. Jesse James on the throwback last week for a touchdown, and for him just to run the quick shallow cross.
Maybe next
nice
year, no Rodgers for Lions.
On a first down play action pass.
But Love.
The same offensive line that was in there on the last
series
is in there to try to protect
that's more or
Andy
less
Dalton.
wishful thinking. Rodgers is going to leave Green Bay when he wants to.
Screen pass
Dalton
with a flag
got
thrown.
it
It's
to
Demir Bird, who is a speedster on the outside. We'll have to check
There's
the
a
marker
flag
after
on the
that
play.
7-yard gain. Bird coming over from the New England Patriots can provide punch as a slot man or in special teams.
You get the positive play on first down, and we'll see what the penalty does here. But Bird had the opportunity to pop that bubble pass right there.
Offside. Defense. Lined up in the neutral zone. Number 61. 5-yard penalty. Replay. First down.
Justin Zimmer with the penalty. So
All right,
they'll
5-yard penalty.
They'll take a 1st and 5 instead. And the extra play.
Well, you got Demir Bird, as we mentioned on his pro day. He busted a legit 4.25. He was cat quick.
All right, first down and 5.
Much like Buffalo did with their quick pass stack. Bears starting to use it here on their third drive of the game.
We have 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Ball is at the 48-yard line.
Last year for Bird. There's Williams.
Williams got across the 50. There's the flags again.
A couple of flags are thrown.
James caught that ball. Yeah, Jesse James caught that.
Offense, number 18. 10-yard penalty in the spot of foul.
I hate bad offensive line
First
play.
down again. Spot foul on Jesse James.
Drop your butt, move your feet, get those hands to the inside pads, and you got your defender beat.
I want to do this till the wheels fall
hey,
off.
What's going on, Marcus?
He was so happy to be back playing and maybe refreshed a
little
bit after a really good year with Kansas City.
Absolutely, and for him, he's very equipped to come out of the backfield as a receiver, too. 138 receptions.
Oh, nice play
and
by
that
Ridley.
was
Dalton
Riley.
got hit on the way down by Derrn Johnson and was still able to deliver
Ridley.
on target. Ridley did a nice job of securing it for 12
with that reception.
to set up a second and short.
And this is what Andy Dalton will do for you. He feels the pressure in the pocket, so he's forcing Ridley to set down. That ball was already out of his hand before he sat down.
He's going to bring up short yardage
to really react to the football. But nice anticipation by Andy Dalton to get rid of the football. And he's hit when he throws it. He knew he was going to get hit, so he got rid of it very early in order to make that play.
Good adjustment by Ridley on
all
the
outside.
All
midfield, second and 3.
In that position battle at wide receiver.
Dalton got it to Damian Williams.
And looks like
the ball's
loose. For the
loose.
first down, but the ball came out.
And that's
DeMar
recovered.
Hamlin
Looks like it might be
jumping
Buffalo
on top
ball.
Of it, the rookie out of Pitt. And indeed,
it
it's
is.
a turnover. Buffalo takes it away,
football.
and they'll have good field position.
Damian Williams dropping that football. Oh, wait. His knee might have been down already. I got to see it in slow-mo, but his knee might have been down. They'll probably see that and maybe what do you call it? Replay that. What's going on, Joe? Says, do you think Nick Foles makes the cut? I think Foles is better than Andy Dalton. I do think one of them is going to make it. The other one, possibly not. But, I mean, hey, they might, all three of them make it. You know, obviously Fields will definitely be making it. And then, Foles and Dalton both might make it. You guys have a tough defense coming from a Dolphins fan. Good defense. Buffalo takes the lead on the poll. Brother, you have a gift. Keep your head up because I see some great things coming to you. Hey, I appreciate that, Jason Hart. Definitely means a lot, brother. Can we have Damian Williams back? I was a big fan of him when he was in Miami. Dawn says, go Buffalo. Let the Bears borrow Trubisky for a series. Hey, absolutely.
We'll have plenty for us
today. All right, here we go. Mitch Trubisky is back out there.
Bears quarterbacks.
Has been doing really well.
Josh Allen did dress, but was not planning on playing any snaps today. He'll get all the communication from the coaching staff, and he's been coaching up Trubisky on the sidelines as well.
Here's Trubisky, throws, that's caught, and that's the first down.
Upended by Kendall Vildor, but it's a 20-yard pickup for Buffalo tight end.
Just sneaks right across on the shallow cross.
That was a 19-yard
gain by the Chicago Bears and just wide open in space.
That might do it for the first quarter.
To make the stop.
You got the first down.
The script has looked sharp for Buffalo.
Again,
I would just hold it.
The longest throw is really that in cut earlier in the game.
What's up, little Timmy?
It's been a lot of catch and run. And boy, when they're at full strength, Buffalo, there's a lot of guys that can catch and run for big yardage. Stephon Diggs in particular.
You know what's going on with the Bills not being on TV for a lot of people?
That'll take us to the end of the opening
quarter.
I'm not too sure. Good showing from Mitch Trubisky.
All right, that is indeed the end of the first quarter. I know it's on NFL Network, so if you have NFL Network, try over there. Thank God Josh isn't wearing the bucket hat this week. We got 53% going for the Buffalo Bills and 47% going for the Chicago Bears. We have 280 votes. I appreciate that. I feel like when you hear the quarterback make a snap, he yells aggressively when he's frustrated, and you can also hear confidence in the snap of the ball. Downton sounds frustrated. First quarter, thank God, that felt like a half. I went to everything, and it is showing the Bengals game from last night. Wow, that's crazy. What's up, D. Danny? Says, have a good season, Bears. Forget today. You're playing the champs this year. I thought the quarter went quickly. Jeremy F., what's going on? Says, Bills are looking pretty good out there. Makes me happy to be a fan. We do have a triple header today. We're going to do the Jets versus the Packers, followed by the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. All you got to do is stay in the chat even when this ends, and it will redirect you into the next stream.
Missed tackles, obviously, defensively. If you're going to play press man coverage, you got to
What's
get
up,
up there
Noble
and get
Sports?
the receivers
What's going on,
grill,
Josh?
either reroute them or get your hands on them. And for the Bears to
Noble
get something
says,
going offensively, they had a good drive going there, but unfortunately the turnover. So he did play clean football.
Hey, Troxel might come out today.
Two good
Lions
offensive drives
Steelers.
for Buffalo in the first quarter. Mitch Trubisky has manned both of them, taking a deep
Here's
shot with a flag thrown. Gabriel Davis
and Gabriel Davis a little too slow, but there's a
Check
flag.
Something you saw a lot of if you watched the Bills last year with their outside threats.
20 years
Diggs
of misery paying off.
They've got Diggs. They signed Emmanuel Sanders to a
Respect
one-year
the Bills,
deal.
but I'm a
Obviously,
Bears
Cole
fan.
Beasley's a very
Also was
productive
happy
slot man.
Trubisky was-
Davis is great.
Holding, defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Oh,
I'm not
wow.
sure what number he said,
Holding
but Blue
on
Angels
Chicago.
were very upset about that penalty against the Bears. That Sean size, I would imagine, but a holding penalty a second against the Bears defense.
Well, and it's by
Was also
design
happy
by
Trubisky
Buffalo
was
because they
able
got
to
the
work
cat
with
quick
Josh
receivers,
Allen.
right? So they're going to wear you out from that standpoint. Then they'll use the size matchups with Gabriel Davis.
All right, here we go. First
You've got
down
a big guy
and
who
10.
can run as well. So you try
Empty
to muscle him up
backfield.
and get
Zach
your
Moss
hands on him,
out
and he's blowing
wide.
right past you because he's so strong and physical.
Zach Moss motions out wide. McKenzie.
Here's McKenzie.
And taken down inside.
And
the Bears'
good gain on
25-yard
that play.
line by
Going to bring
Christian
up
Jones. Gain of 7.
second and short.
Christian Jones, solid last week, fighting for one of those inside backup spots in the linebacking
Call
core.
for Bills to go all the way and
Back
Bears
with
to
for a
have
one-year
a worse
deal.
season
Remember, he was
because
an
of how they
undrafted free
did
agent
Mitch.
with the Bears before going to
What's
Detroit.
up, Tommy
2018.
Thompson? Shout out from Somerset County, New Jersey. Hey, appreciate that. That's Zach Moss. Going to gain about a yard and a half on that play.
Jalen Johnson out there. He's a very good back at Utah, part of a triumvirate of guys who can carry the football for Utah.
Hey,
I'll be
I'm
fascinated
kind
to
of
see how the
expecting
Bills'
that.
running attack
Just
is
me.
implemented this year with a little bit of expansion.
Yeah, you would think
It's
Moss
Detroit
is going to get more
Simbas.
opportunities for Buffalo this year. That's probably one area they wanted to be better at is running the football. And with their offensive line solidified, they get all 5 guys back. You would think, it's going to come to fruition. This is, again, a very strong football team.
Webb looked
throughout
pretty good
on
out there
both
last
sides
week,
of the ball
too.
and how this roster is built by general manager Brandon Beane.
Did a great job last year constructing this. A lot of moves last year. They made few moves this year. Looking for Kumaro, deflected towards the ground. Artie Burns made a play on it. Kyrus Tonga was diving for the loose football as well.
That is incomplete.
The big man hit the deck.
I was about to say, did they come up with it?
Good
did
contested
the
pass
offensive
there by
lineman come
Artie
up
Burns.
with
Get
it?
an opportunity,
But no,
obviously,
it
last year
fell
with
to
the
the
torn
ground.
ACL. But
okay, it's fourth
very
down
highly
and
drafted
1
by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Was he going to play safety? Was he going to play corner? And
I
finally, the Bears decided to play corner. Nice pass break up there against a big receiver. Kumaro comes over from the Green Bay Packers. Now a Buffalo Bill.
Kumaro is lined up wide against Burns again. Buffalo's already converted.
All right, here we go. That's Zach Moss.
Zach Moss able to do it again.
Might have got that first down and does.
Despite Travis Gibson knocking
2-yard gain, enough to move those sticks.
That's big Cody Ford at the right guard spot. So he gets the push just enough, and why they're running over the right guard. He's a physical specimen when you look at Ford, legit over 330 pounds.
It's a good offensive line for the Bills, as you mentioned. Deion Dawkins is
first
back.
Down and
he
10.
Had a pretty scary bout with COVID
13 minutes
earlier
left
in the summer. He was in the
in
hospital
this first
for 4
half.
days. He came back to practice this week, so that's a good sign.
Ball is at the 18-yard line.
From the 18.
Kinsey in motion. Here's a
handoff.
handoff.
Zach
Moss.
Hole. Joel
Stays on his
original
feet.
Contact before Eddie Jackson finished.
Good gain on that play.
And again, here the Bills
Gain
on the march
6.
again, and this is what the Bears are trying to stop here from last season.
Stuck at
the defense
work.
had to
Can't
log
watch
way
the
too many
game.
plays. Here it's a hot day. You've got over 90
Man, that sucks.
heat index,
I hate
and
when
they've
you're
been on
stuck
the
at
field
work. You
quite
can't
a
watch
bit,
a football game.
This first half through the first quarter and to where
Bears
they are at the
defense was getting
12-minute
tired.
mark here in the second. See if they can make a stop here in the red zone.
Hope the Jets make some positive move this year.
Toss for Moss.
Here's
good blocking.
Zach Moss.
And Moss
still on his
hustling his way
feet.
towards the pylon. It'll be marked just shy.
Wow,
Reggie
just
Gilliam
short.
is a really solid tight end fullback. He made a good block on the break.
Going to be
you
first
can see
and
the
goal,
running back,
ball
just patient
within the
setting up
1-yard
the
line.
blocks. You get the edge block right there. He's able to scoot through the hole. And again, wrap tackles. Got to make better tackles from that standpoint. Go for the legs of the running back. Wrap them up and get them to the ground. Don't tackle high, because that's what will happen. They're just going to shed you.
Lost his knee down when the ball was
What's
right
up on
near
the warpath?
It'll be first and goal for Buffalo.
Bills are messing with my money.
Up to the front, big Kyrus Tonga, former BYU Cougar in the middle there.
Oh, man. How's it going,
Challenge
brother?
Thrown. Perhaps Sean McDermott thinking this should be a touchdown?
We'll see. I would think so, that he thinks
All
he
right,
got it.
there is
He
a
thinks he
coach
crossed the
challenge.
plate. Why else would you challenge it?
Buffalo is challenging the ruling on the field that the runner did not score a touchdown.
Every time Clete Blakeman has an announcement.
All right. They're saying that they're going to challenge to see if that was a touchdown. No. Yeah, the ball was shy. If he would have had it in his other hand and what do you call it? Extended his hands, he would have had that touchdown, but it's going to be just short. It's like inches. Have you played Madden 22? I haven't yet. I'm still waiting on the reviews on it. Because if it's the same game as last year, ain't no point. Man, Corey is in the building on the warpath. Appreciate that, brother. Bears have defense when the offense fires them up. Dalton is trash. I'm out in Arizona. I moved out here. I've got no way to watch these preseason games, says Jeremy. Hey, that stinks. But hey, shout out to Arizona. Hashtag Red Sea Nation. Let's go. Although my team lost yesterday. Darn it, Chiefs. Jason Hart says you have Bears. Who do you have, Bears or Bills? I am going with the Bills, but I do think that Chicago could win this game. They just got to perform. Like, the faster they could get Justin Fields out there, the more of a chance they got to win this ball game. Justin Fields is awesome. He fits perfectly with what the Bears want to do. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Shabuti. Bills 110% taking this game. You know, like I said, I mean, for me, I don't care who wins. This is preseason. It's meaningless.
At Soldier Field, the call stood.
Challenge was unsuccessful.
And it'll be an inside handoff to the fullback, Reggie Gilliam.
The fullback
and the Bills have their third
touchdown.
That stuff is just 1 second effort by Gilliam. But Kyrus Tunga, that's twice now in goal line situations from last week.
It
and
is
this week he's made his
19-0.
presence known.
Looks like they're going to try to go for 2.
He's pushing the center back. That's all you can ask for right there. Then the reaction to the outside.
Shout out to the fullback. Fullbacks' lives matter.
You see Tonga really stacked up that hole.
It's a dying breed in the National Football League. But I'm a huge fan of Woodcut. Fullbacks. Here's a 2-point conversion.
Into a tight window, and it's a conversion.
It's good.
For Jacob Hollister, and it's
Put 2 points Buffalo. On the board. Makes it 21-0.
Former Bear Mitch Trubisky.
Jeremy F. with the $1.99 super sticker.
And he throws
Appreciate
it on time.
That, Jeremy.
Right there. Christian Jones just late to react on that inside move by the tight end.
8 plays, 53 yards, 4+ minutes for Trubisky.
I'll tell you what, Mitch Trubisky circled this game.
He seems like he's in a very good headspace as well. We talked to some of the guys around the Bills this week, and everybody sees to like him. He gets along with everybody. It's a good opportunity to learn a little bit from
While we're waiting for the ensuing kick.
Here
we go. Jeremy F.
Got married this past summer to his longtime partner, Hillary.
Here we go. Money
talk. Yeah, for him, when we were at, I did Buffalo Bills training camp on the camp tour. He seems in a good place. And I don't think he meant anything bad or untoward towards the Chicago Bears. He just thinks for him, this is a good spot for him moving forward. He'll be able to just marinate a little bit, learn some different style offense that he thinks suits his game. Allen's a very athletic quarterback. Mitch is a very athletic quarterback. So it's a good fit there for Mitch Trubisky in Buffalo.
Nagy is Trubisky kryptonite.
Sean McDermott and Brian Dable, obviously the offensive coordinator, will not have to change a lot if Trubisky were to have to play for Allen.
Dawson Knox is going to be the #1 guy at tight end.
Oh, Herbert.
Oh, he fumbled it. Got it back to the 10. And down at the 15, that is Hebert.
Bears will stick with...
I'm sorry, Herbert. Patriots looked sick last night. Oh, man. Hey. Patriots circled that game. The New England Patriots circled that Thursday game.
Receiver sits down. Ridley makes a nice catch going down to
35-0 on the Eagles.
Turnover by Williams on the last series. He is back in there. He'll get the fake.
Here's Andy Dalton.
Trying to maneuver around the defender.
Throws incomplete.
Gregory Rousseau and had to get rid of it. That's one of those newcomers for Buffalo that you were talking about. Rousseau was a stud. Opted out of the 2020 college football season, but was Defensive Rookie of the Year in the ACC 2 years ago.
I shook his hands at Bills camp, and when you just see him when he came up to the set,
Bears,
his levers are unbelievable. His arm length, and my partner Pat Gerwin, he mentions the man, he reminds me of Mario Williams, and he does. This guy has all the levers. Even though we opted out last year, he is going to be a really good football player. And he's
Justin Fields fails. That's on Nagy.
He's lined up against Jesper Horsted, and now against the right tackle, Lachavius Simmons.
There's a flag on the play, and down goes Dalton.
Number 30 pick out of Miami.
And the Boo Birds are out.
On the play.
It's hard to lock him out because his arms are so long.
Levers. That's what you talked about.
Illegal formation. Offense. Number 13 was covering up the interior lineman. The penalties declined. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll take the sack. Now,
all right, they'll take
that's the first sack allowed by the Bears in a game and a half in the preseason so far. Obviously, offensive line is an issue. Elijah Wilkinson is playing today. Ja'Vier Simmons is playing today.
On the warpath, $5 super chat.
Well.
So since my money is going to the dumpster under.
Yeah, it sounds like, hey, you can't worry about him. When he's healthy, he'll be back.
Hey, I appreciate you on the warpath.
We'll get into the signing of Jason Peters, who may be
Great
the right
Washington
guy to
football team channel. Definitely want to subscribe to him.
Will pick up a couple yards. Crowd starting to get a little restless.
He was a member in the Infinite Sports Network, but I still rock with him.
Sideline for Chicago's possessions.
But that's what happens. Things start to snowball.
Yeah.
Here you got the
It
punt
is
return. There's a bump on the punt
15.
return. You're backed up. Thus, you're limited from that standpoint, dealing with some
And
offensive line
O'Donnell
issues.
set to
and then you
punt.
have penalties and things of that nature and sacks, and now you're shooting yourself in the foot. Things are starting to snowball right now.
At this point, I would have
Bears need
pulled.
to turn it around, get themselves
I would have pulled their quarterback for the Bears
that was the case
and put in
last
Nick
week too. Slow
Foles.
start offensively, got much better as the game went on.
And
Good
just
punt
give
by
Foles some
O'Donnell,
extra
hoping
reps.
to flip the field a little bit. Back to the 31. McKenzie.
Here's McKenzie.
Still running right.
McKenzie.
And he's got space.
Got it across the
Did
50
it against the
to the
Dolphins
40.
in week 17 last year.
Down
Isaiah
at the
McKenzie
35.
with an excellent return for Buffalo.
Holy
54-yard
smokes.
punt. Great kick by O'Donnell, but 36
Correction, it's down at the 33-yard line. So they got 33 yards to Bader.
It's a good angle punt. You got him right where you want. You got him backed up to the sideline. Now you got to make a play right there. Missed tackle by the Chicago Bears. Gets the edge block. Now he's in open field.
Appreciate that,
Caleb
Mikey
Johnson,
Doby.
who did some really good things
Welcome to
later
the family.
in the game last week. Was unable to get McKenzie down. I imagine a lot of players have said that in special teams the last couple of years.
Bears have been just off in terms of their play
Bears
today.
finding
So
new
need
ways
to
to
finish,
suck.
and that starts with every
Yeah, it's
single
called
man
keeping
doing their job.
Andy Dalton in.
There's Matt Breida, the former Dolphin, signing with
Matt
Buffalo.
Breida got it to the
Takes his way
30.
to 30. Kyrus Tonga on the stop. We are pleased to be joined by one of the Bears receivers on the sideline. That's Darnell Mooney in his second year out of Tulane. The last time I got to call one of this guy's games, he was in the middle of a comeback against the Houston Cougars on a Thursday night. I remember that game well. He had a really productive first year last year. Darnell, what did you take away from rookie season?
The Bills have been looking
I just
great.
took in the experience, man. The
Carlton Johnson, welcome to the Prospects.
Take it into this year.
Appreciate that,
I
brother.
talked to your general manager, Ryan Pace. He loves the jump you made in your second season. What specifically for you where you think areas you've grown as
picks
you
up
had
the
a
first
terrific rookie year for the Bears?
Confidence. Confidence is the biggest
He
thing.
should have been
Without
sacked
confidence,
way
you can't
behind
be
the
able to do anything.
line.
You can't catch the ball, can't run good routes, and my biggest thing is confidence.
Now, Matt Nagy's made some comparisons. I'm just throwing them out there for context sake. He's talked about Tyreek Hill. He's talked about Deshaun Jackson with you. What do those comparisons mean, and what would you like to take away from that?
Hey, that's all facts.
I'm honored.
New tech.
Those are great players. And I watch them as well right now. You know, just their route running and their speed, using their speed as an asset. So I'm trying to take that as my advantage this year.
Well, everybody has talked about the anticipation of Andy Dalton and how he gets rid of the football. And for you, how you settling in, getting to know your new quarterback in Andy?
He's an amazing guy, amazing
person. Got it inside the 10 to the 5.
We're just we were able to get consistent on our timing, and that was the biggest thing. You know, learning.
Is it a touchdown?
Darnell Mooney, second year out of Tulane. Really appreciate the time and
best
of luck going
forward. Who cares? Get Darnell Mooney off the thing. All right, it is a touchdown. Matt Breida.
19-yarder, though, for Matt Breida, as the Bills were able to
Oh my gosh, that's one thing I hate about preseason. They do these stupid cutscenes. Nobody cares about the people talking. Have them just in the background.
And indeed, as all scoring plays are, that will be under review.
All right, Breida did score that touchdown, but they're going to review
made
it.
That great play, escaping.
Welcome back, Jose. Bears are sleepwalking. Henry says, Lions fan. Yeah, I am a Detroit Simbas fan. I am also an Arizona Cardinals fan. As I used to live out in Arizona, I live here in Michigan. And because my Lions suck so bad, they used to cut out our games and give us Steelers games. So your boy became a Steelers fan. So, yeah, that's my 3 teams. I will be possibly moving out to Florida sometime. Don't know where, so don't know which team. But I'll be rooting for a Florida team probably in a couple years. Detroit is born and raised. So they are number 1 team. Number 2 team lived out in Arizona, so they are the second home team. And then I just like the Steelers. That's one of my favorite divisions, too, is the AFC North. But I'll tell you what, the hardest division this year on paper, right now, it looks like it's the NFC West with the Cardinals, Seahawks, 49ers, and Rams. Big Buffalo. I'm a huge Josh Allen fan. I am a huge Josh Allen fan. I told everybody during his draft process, select Josh Allen. If you need a quarterback, that's the guy you move up, whatever it takes to go get. Everybody laughed at me. Last year, I was the one laughing back at them. Trox, what subscription do you need to watch all regular season games? It is Game Pass. There's Game Pass, or there's also Sunday Ticket. All right, take that touchdown off. He is short of the first or of the touchdown.
First and goal situation for the Bills once again. Had this already.
It is going to be
21-0,
first and goal.
Approaching the halfway point of the second.
Quarter of a yard to go.
Another inside handoff.
Here's a fullback.
Reggie Gilliam again, and he is ruled in by
and
the far
now
side.
That is a touchdown.
First time they just dressed it up. You sit some 14 belly going to I right tight, goal line, I right tight.
Josh Allen reminds me of Brady a bit.
Tonga in there again, good push, but not enough. Starting to stay away. Bears defense starting to get a little worn down. See,
yeah,
look at the
kind
push
of.
again,
I mean, I would say more or less like a younger, mature Ben Roethlisberger a little bit. Outside of being able to, throw people off his back, I would actually compare him a little bit more to a Ben Roethlisberger.
Some of the backups, they're swing guys. They're very excited about Spencer Brown, a rookie out of Northern Iowa.
All right, here comes the extra point.
Buffalo is going to be well stocked up front in front of Josh Allen this year.
And the kick is up, and the kick is down the upright.
All Buffalo here in
Good.
this first half.
28-0, 8:24 left to play in this first half.
Still just the preseason, about a game and a half left before the Bears will open up in Los Angeles.
I am Who Dat Nation, go Saints. I will be Tim Smith. I will be live for the Saints
Cincinnati
this week.
Bengals, Andy Dalton's former team, and select single game.
I think that's
Bears
Monday. I'll be live on Monday for the Saints game. Do have to mute it for some copywritten music. What's going on? No Pass to Jim says later in the season, Foles starts versus Bears and beats them. Could happen, LOL.
Going forward the rest of the way today.
Well, minimum, I would think they're going to put in Dalton for probably one more series. They said anywhere from a quarter to a quarter and a half, but
Josh Allen after my
it's
kicker.
one play at a time. I think what they have to be frustrated about is one player who's doing something wrong where they're not finishing, and that's on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen fumbles, the ball's on the ground. We've seen muff punts, missed tackles.
Watching you on my TV. Hey, I appreciate that gaming with Matt.
Offense, so I would think, for Dalton, hey, come on, guys. Let's go out here. Let's get this one last drive right here, and let's do something.
All right, here is the ensuing kick.
Particular drive and do some good things.
And it's going to be a touchback. Ball is going to be placed at the 25-yard line.
The pylon for the touchback. So as you thought, Andy Dalton will continue to be out there. Again, the Bears
and the Boo Birds are out.
This is
for Andy Dalton going
team,
back out on the
field. We
field.
had a long conversation with Bill Lazor, and we talked with Matt Nagy, Ryan Pace. Obviously, a preseason stint is not going to be an accurate barometer of what to expect. Based on what we've been told, what I've seen watching and calling Andy Dalton's games over the last 8-9 years, the same thing with you. You've seen this guy alive. there is a lot to like about the position.
Here's a
that
handoff.
the Bears are in. With
gain
Fields,
of a couple
with
yards
Foles,
on that
and this guy at
play.
the top of the rotation.
Yeah, this is not an indicator of the type of camp
That's
that Andy
Damian
Dalton's had.
Williams.
If you go up there and watch every practice, how does the blitz period go, or other, the team periods, inside run periods.
Oh, yeah, I stream all season long. I stream it about 4 or 5 times a week.
About is as a player, I can just speak for the situation they're in
I stream
right now.
Thursday night football, 3 games on Sunday,
and
Monday night football. So that's 5 games right there, and I will be incorporating some college.
This is where you got to step up. Come on, man. Let's go. However tidbits information you got to get guys
here's
up
second
to
and
push
8.
their go buttons.
Play
That's
action.
What you need to do. Like this throw right here.
It's Adams again.
Adams.
The connection.
To the 10, 5.
Touchdown.
And that's all it is one play. And that's twice.
Touchdown,
what an acrobatic
Bears.
catch by Adams, as you mentioned, up the sideline. He's got the speed.
What's up,
gets to the
504
outside,
Fresh?
has a step. Twice, he's grabbed
What's
it
up,
off the
Amanda?
helmet of the opponent and able to pull away for the touchdown. But that's
What's up,
all it is for a
Sportsman Kev?
momentum changer. It's one play. Come on, guys. Let's go. And that's the play the Bears needed.
Yeah, that was a play the Bears
and Rodney Adams,
desperately
who has
needed.
yet to appear in an NFL game. Guys like this are playing for their careers to have the opportunity to play in the regular season. He has shown up very nicely the first 2 games of this preseason.
I guess Andy Dalton heard the Boo Birds.
A nice play. 73-yard strike for Adams, who's made some acrobatic catches
All right,
already.
here is.
That will be no good.
And he missed it.
Hand up there on the Cairo.
Cairo Santos missed the extra point.
Oh, my God.
And I finally get to play this. Santos.
Dude, you've got one job.
You got one job. Kick it down that upright. Yeah, that was a block kick. Amanda says, let's go Bears. Woohoo. Just me? One job. You got one job. Nathan says, how the heck you let any team throw 28 points in a first half? Unacceptable. Yeah. And that's Mitch Trubisky, Nathan. That's Mitch Trubisky, former Bears quarterback. So, was it Mitch Trubisky or was it the poor performance at coaching by Matt Nagy? The things that make you say, I think this is going to definitely put Matt Nagy hot on the hot seat. Nathan, we got to keep it clean, brother. But, yeah, poor tackling as well. It was Nagy. Oh, absolutely. It's Nagy and Pace that's holding back the Bears. They fire those 2 guys, the Bears will be a lot better. It'd be like going from worst to first. So, Bears Nation, if you live in Chicago, get loud. Get these 2 guys, Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace, out of there. Dalton is all over the place. Hey, that's all facts. Hey, we hit 100 likes. Appreciate that, Andrew Lunsford. Appreciate everyone in the chat that got those thumbs up. Appreciate that. Bears coaching staff is failing again, even though this is preseason. Absolutely, Jorge. That's all facts. I can't argue with that.
2 plays, the last.
Like you gotta be able to what do you call it? You got to be able to perform.
Adams started his college career at Toledo.
Adams, that was a 73-yard touchdown.
A ton of this young man, very impressive. Got thrust into a very tough spot when he was a young kid, had to take care of his younger brother.
Definitely is a beast. 5 receptions, 130 yards.
Florida native, I should say, went back to USF to be closer to home and battling to be in the NFL.
That's going to be a touchback ball.
Has made a nice impact these first 2 games, Jimmy.
Yeah, it really is. Nice matchup, and really.
All right, do have to mute it real quick as it goes to some more copywritten music. I say the Bears need to give Nagy a raise and another contract. Hey, as you know, you're a Packers fan. I'm a Lions fan, so I'm going to say, oh, absolutely.
Season games. Again,
but,
he did it all week up at Hell.
Being non-biased and stuff like that,
really
like they got to get rid of
these
him.
Days back to back to back.
Practice squad last year for the Bears and trying to make the roster.
Here's Trubisky.
Quick out.
Throws,
Duke Williams
connects.
On the catch and knocked down by DeAndre Houston Carson, who had an interception last week. Mitch Trubisky continues
8 yards
to work
on
for
that
the Bills.
play.
He's gotten to work with a lot of the first-team guys. Has gone up against a lot of the first-teamers for
Dabble.
the Bears. Now you're seeing a lot of the
Gets
second
the head coaching
unit,
position at the end
pretty
of the
much
season.
entirely the second unit for the Bears defense in the game against Sean McDermott's offense.
I could
They've
definitely
had good
see that.
pressure on him, but Mitch has been able to bail out of the pocket
So
on a
Ken
couple
V.
ones. Obviously, the last drive was a big one.
What's up, guys?
Where
Bill's
he's able
killing
to
it.
elude Travis Gibson.
Matt Breida on the carry.
And Matt Breida, no gain on that play.
And it'll bring up third down and short. Well, assuming that's going to be the last we see of Andy Dalton today. Again, a nice way to close the day. We'll evaluate his day as we go forward on this Saturday afternoon. Likely we'll see Justin Fields on the next Bears offensive series. I would imagine we'd see him for a good chunk of the third, if not the entirety of it.
And hopefully they're hoping they can get more situations like they were a week ago.
All right,
That was a
here
nice
we
drive
got
right before the half.
6:25 left in this half.
A week ago.
Yeah. Flag is thrown. Breida able
Flag
to
is
avoid
thrown.
Duke
Breida
Shelley
goes
in the
behind
backfield,
the
but
line of
Charles
scrimmage.
Snowden
That's a
finishes
tackle
him off
for a loss.
We will
Let's
have
see
to
what
check
this
the marker,
flag is
though.
I
about.
think that's Ryan Bates with a hold by the Buffalo Bills. We'll see what the call is here. It could be.
Yep. That's a hold by Bates.
Offense, number 68. Penalties declined. Brings up fourth down.
Bobby Hart ends up getting tagged for it. Back up right tackle for the Bills behind
All right.
a very solid choice in Darrell Williams. First time that the Bills have gone 3 and out today offensively. So the punt return unit is out, and here is Daz Newsome, one of the players to watch today in
Fourth
special
down
teams.
and 4.
Newsome had 1 punt return touchdown
Who will win
at Syracuse
Colts or Vikings
when he
game?
was a member of the North Carolina Tar Heels.
As
It'll
a
be Matt Hawk,
Lions
who
fan, I'm going to say
has
Colts.
joined this team from Miami. He replaced Corey Bojorquez, who's now with the Rams. Good pressure that time from the special teams unit. That's a short punt. That was Khalil Herbert.
And that's going to be at the 30.
A rookie out of Virginia Tech, getting close to.
No, it's going to be at the 40.
Good hustle there. And again, one play at a time.
Yep.
Forcing a forced
be
error
at the
there by the
40-yard
Buffalo
line.
Bills. And I was excited
So the Bears
as you
have
mentioned, to talk about
60
Daz
yards
because
to
you and I
go.
talked to Bill Lazor yesterday. He said
6:02
it's
left.
not only his energy at
Andy
practice,
Dalton
but this
back
guy
in
is
at
a
quarterback.
big-time playmaker. He says he's a serious study in how he's been able to step in here. Had the setback with the fractured collarbone early in the OTAs, but we'll see what he can do here.
So Andy Dalton is going to be back out there here. So
What I say
another
about Bobby
extended
Hart,
rep.
if he's on the field, our quarterback's in life in
Maybe
danger.
we see Fields, but it'll be Dalton.
What's up, Clash of Clans?
Blitz
Hogger?
and Bird gets the catch. And the screen pass for a few yards. Knocked down by Cameron Lewis. Let's take a
All right,
closer
that was
look
Bird.
at Daz
Gain of a
Newsome.
couple on that play. Do have to mute it real quick.
Because he studies. He's a deep
All right,
study,
here
as
we
you
go.
mentioned.
We are back,
Well, that's what
second
Bill
and
Lazor talked.
6.
He'll keep you entertained.
5.5
not only
to
with his
play here in
personality,
the first
but with
half.
his play. Very energetic player.
Ball got to get
and
to
it really can do
midfield.
some good things.
Dalton rolling.
Andy
Design
Dalton.
rollout underneath for Adams. Past the
Adams
sticks into
got
Buffalo
it.
territory.
And that's the first
Picks up
down.
9 and moves the
Chicago.
Good movement. And Dalton is capable of doing this, too. Everybody kind of, they don't give him much credit in terms of his athleticism. He's got 22 rushing touchdowns in his career, but he can run RPO stuff. He can run the bootlegs. He can move out of the pocket and dash plays right there that leads to the first down to Adams.
Yeah, I'm surprised that, Dawn, that they got rid of Bojorquez. I was really shocked.
Back to Williams, trying to get a little burst. He'll pick up a couple.
All right, gain of about 2 on that play. Appreciate that,
this is
Rick
what
Jocelyn.
Matt Nagy wanted. He wanted extended reps for Andy Dalton, so Justin Fields' second appearance will come in the second half today.
Well, I think that's what the coach is going to do when you're not performing offensively, and that typically, when you stay out in there after scoring a touchdown, I think it just shows that the coach is not happy with how they perform.
Sure.
Let's see if they can put 2 series back-to-back here.
Here
in order to
is
close out
second
this
and
half.
Yeah, I think you
8,
said it right.
all
you've
at
seen
the
flashes, now you want to string them
45-yard
again.
line.
On second and 8, off the play fake.
There's Andy Dalton, gets out of trouble.
Was not available
throws,
downfield,
that's
so
caught.
they'll
That's
dump
gain
it
of
off for
about
Jesse
a yard,
James,
maybe 2,
a yard past the
by
line
the
of
outlaw
scrimmage.
Jesse James.
Tackle made by Tyrell Adams, and it's third down.
There's just no separation in the secondary. It's nice pass protection by the Bears. They're doing a little chilly roll. They bring
Bojo was
the
young,
tight
and
end
he's
across
still better.
in order
He
to
got
get the
better
block
each
the
game.
edge.
Absolutely.
Dalton still pressured late, but there was enough time to throw the football. There was just nobody open down the field.
Scooter Harrington, the rookie out of Stanford, a good blocking tight end, was in on that pass pro.
His job ain't to,
Plenty of plays for
what do you
third
got,
down
to
and 7
hold.
in that playbook.
His job is to punt. He's a
Bears
punter.
dial up here.
I mean, I could find a Joe Schmo, put a
Jesse
quarterback
James,
in or
maybe?
something like that.
Yeah, I would think so. False start.
False start. Offense, number 18. 5-yard penalty.
All right, that's
Still third
the
down.
outlaw
That
Jesse
hard
James
cadence
with
from
a
Andy
false
Dalton.
start.
And again, another thing that you discussed often, just different quarterbacks, different cadences.
You know, I could put
new
a
guys all
backup
coming
quarterback
together.
or something
You
like that
gotta
in
finish.
there.
You got to get locked
Put
and
Nick
loaded
Foles
at
or
the line
something.
of scrimmage. Again, you can't be the one.
You don't get rid of a good punter.
Back. Now,
Their job is to punt, not to
It's a
hold.
third and long situation.
More movement. Yep.
And
We
here
saw
we
too
go,
much of this
another
last week,
false
seen a little bit
start.
Too much of it this week.
False start. Offense, number 64. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
That is
So here's what the
Bars.
offensive line looks like right now. You had Simmons in there. That was Bars. Musta first played a lot at center.
The Red
Whitehair's
Rifle
been in
get
most of
booed.
the
Yes,
day.
he did.
No James Daniels
Then he got.
today.
Then
I
he
imagine
threw
we'll
a
see
73-yard
We'll see
touchdown.
Some of the
One
backups
play
come in. Jason
on a
Peters more
drive
than likely not scheduled
to
to play
Adams
today, but
for a
will likely
touchdown.
play in Nashville against Tennessee next year.
Well, Andy, to his credit, tried to use a hard count there to get the
It's
5
third
yards
and
back.
17.
You're in the huddle saying, hey, guys, hold your water, and then you still have a false start.
All right,
Chris
that is Lacey.
the former Oklahoma State Cowboy,
Got it
makes
down
the
to
grab.
about the
Tyler Matakevich
45-yard
knocks him down
line.
for 9 yards. Might leave him out there for this fourth down. The line to gain is the 37. I kind of see Andy, no, let's run one more play. I mean, might as well. You're going through the process. You might as well run another play. You don't have to run it now. You can wait till after the 2-minute warning if you want to run it as well.
Well, as you mentioned, there's a lot of guys in and out of there where they're getting used to Andy's inflection of his voice, but that was a
All right,
pro
looks like he's
situation
gonna take
right
it
there.
down
You get
to
the
a
false
2-minute
start on
warning.
Jesse James. Andy was just trying to get the
And
5
they
yards
do.
because you know your
2
offense is
minutes.
struggling.
2
You're
minutes
trying to
till
help them out.
halftime. The score is 28-6. It is 4th and 8 at the Buffalo 45. Bears ball. What's up, Miss Johnson? How's it going, twin? Hey, twin, 5 more days. Okay, Trubisky 2-minute drill. This holding leads to missed field goals. And he was bad at not punting into the end zone. I don't know. I liked Bajorquez. What's up, Y? What's going on? Nikhil YT says this is why he is MVP. But yeah, I liked Bajorquez. I thought he was a good punter. But Bass never missed his field goals. He is the star of the Bills. Maybe even more loved than Josh. I don't know how you can not love Josh Moore. That's your quarterback. He takes all the blame and gets all the praises. Bro, thanks for doing this stream, by the way. Hey, anytime, Danny D. I'm sure we'll have more Buffalo games. Like I just realized this week, or well, every single preseason week, I'll be doing the who is it? I'll be doing Steelers, Cardinals, Browns, and Jaguars all 3 weeks. I just realized that. I'm like, okay. All right, here is fourth down and 8, 2 minutes.
3
till
timeouts
half.
with which to work if they can convert.
Williams goes back in the backfield. Shotgun formation.
Williams is the back. Dalton hit as he throws.
Andy
It's
Dalton,
batted into
and
the
that's
air.
going to be a turnover on downs.
It's going to be a live ball initially. Never really got a signal for an incompletion, so it's a live ball. It's ruled a fumble
live
and
ball.
grabbed by the Bills. A.J.
Holy
Epinesa had the
smokes.
pressure on Andy Dalton. It's a turnover to the Chicago 44-yard line.
Either way, it's a
Protection
turnover,
breakdown
but
across the board from that
they might actually have even better field
See if it's a fumble
position.
or it looked like the ball was going forward.
Yeah,
The arm was
I
going
thought
forward.
his arm was going forward. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, that'll be spotted back at the spot of the snap. Now, arms coming forward. Good pressure by Epinesa.
Yep.
Yeah.
Arm is
Good
going
player. They feel
forward.
he's
That's a
versatile. He
live
can play both
ball.
inside and outside.
That is a strip
and
sack.
kick down and pass rushing downs, and obviously makes his presence known there.
Epinesa.
So indeed, not a fumble. It is an incompletion, but it was fourth down, so it's a turnover
All
on
right.
downs. Ball
So
will be at the
turnover on downs, 45-yard line.
Still Trubisky. He empties it out with
It
Breida.
is not a strip sack.
One timeout for Buffalo.
Here's Mitch Trubisky, a minute 55 left.
Underneath.
And got it
Christian
inside the
wrestled ball away
50.
from Brandon Powell.
Brandon Powell got it to
Pickup
the
of 7.
48-yard line.
We've seen Shelley, we've seen Christian. We'll probably see Thomas Graham as well mixed in.
All right, here we go. Second down and 3, a minute 33 left. Trubisky
got a man down the
throws.
seam.
Caught.
There's the tight end, Jacob
Near the
Hollister's made some
20.
good plays. 26-yard pickup before Deion Bush knocks him down.
That's
Right up the
Hollister
seam.
with the
Houston
big-time
Carson has got to give-
reception.
well, they may, unless they're running a cover 3, but it looked like it was man-to-man on the outside. So it's a combination coverage where he's got to turn it over to the safety. So there was
All
a
right,
busted
first
coverage
down
there by
and
Houston
10 with a
Carson.
minute
You gotta have
5
him
left.
or funnel him, right?
Yes,
Ball
absolutely.
at the 22.
It's in and out is what it's got to be.
Throws,
with the
that's
safety.
caught.
Powell races out of bounds.
Powell
after
got
grabbing the
it
Trubisky pass
to the
Christian
20.
runs him out after another 7-yard gain. But they stop the clock and save their timeout with 61 seconds left.
All right, it is second and 3. 1:01
This is where a lot of
left.
games are made. Bears fans have gotten used to it with as many close games as the Bears have played the last few years. These 2-minute settings are huge, both defensively and offensively.
Well,
Money
they made
Mitch.
a great takeaway last week in the red
That
zone.
wasn't even going
There's
to make
nothing
the
stopping
team.
anybody from making a play here.
All right, here we go. Second and 3, 1:01 left.
Trubisky.
It's Trubisky throws. That's incomplete. Intended for
Good pressure
Breida.
by Vaughters right there. At least it made Mitch nervous, where he started to backpedal and created an inaccurate throw.
We got 56 seconds
We've
left.
seen that a lot. You have to get guys off their spot. Trubisky, obviously, a very mobile quarterback on the perimeter, but
much tighter coverage, too. It was press man across the board. He had to hold on to
I'm
it.
not 100%
Normally
sure.
good things happen when you force a quarterback to
just
hold on to
me.
the football.
Might be a Fox affiliate, maybe a CBS.
Trubisky, timing route, throwing to the outside for Duke Williams. Incomplete.
And it's incomplete.
Artie Burns.
Intended for
was
Williams.
matched up with Duke, former Auburn Tiger.
Nice play by Artie. Kind of an inaccurate throw. Got to get it outside if you're Mitch, but way to go in there and break it up by Artie Burns. Kind of exposes his where you
Artie
want to be
Burns,
as a
former
receiver with the defender closing in on you.
Steeler corner.
Artie trying to get back into
Made
it.
that,
Played his last game in 2019, mid-November, when he was with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Torn ACL in August last year.
There's a 33-yard field goal attempt
this year for 1 year. Tyler Bass missed just 6 field goals last year in 34 tries. This is the length of an extra point.
Kick is up. Kick is good.
Make it 31-6, Buffalo.
31-6. Buffalo all over Chicago with 47 seconds left.
Jerky offensive first half. We did see the one big play to Rodney Adams, and we saw flashes of good stuff from Andy Dalton. Obviously, we'll expect to see Fields and Foles in the second half.
Yeah, they're going to get a majority of the work, and we'll see if they can spark the team in the second half. Again, attention to detail. I think that's
left.
where they have to be upset.
Buffalo has one timeout. Chicago still has all 3 timeouts.
Starts and things of that nature. Balls on the ground. So more attention to detail, I think, is really going to be the talking point by the coach at halftime.
Well, you talked about needing situations, and sometimes it works out this way. Yeah, all right, you look at the score. It's a preseason game, obviously. 47 seconds, 3 timeouts. This is another good 2-minute opportunity.
All right, here is Tyler Bass with the ensuing kick following that field goal.
Yeah, he's going to finish out this half.
Leo Herbert set to return.
Out of Virginia Tech.
And here comes Tyler Bass, and the kick's in the air.
A squib kick here. It will make its way to Herbert at the 5.
And got it to the 5, to the 10, 15, 20.
In space.
25.
And a solid return.
And got it to the 29-yard line.
24-yard return again for number 24. Dalton coming back out, 40 seconds, 3 timeouts. This was the best play of the first half.
Yeah, Adams really did a nice job getting to the outside, leaves 2 yards to the sideline. That's textbook, and then goes up and makes a play over the defensive back. So
it's 31-6.
The speed at the end. The one bright spot
Bears have the football
here in the first half for the Bears, getting on
at
the board.
The 29-yard line. It's going to bring up first down and 10.
Khalil Herbert is in at running back next to Dalton. Bills back off on their coverage. Chris Lacey underneath makes the grab.
Chris Lacey got it
Picks
to
up 9
the
39.
39.
Again, all 3 timeouts at their disposal, and they'll use one here.
Chicago takes their first timeout.
Mechanically, everything seems to have worked out all right. Just some of the penalties have hurt, but you see Andy Dalton, the numbers have been pretty solid. 11 of 15. He's connected on 7 of his last 8, including that one in a very tight window.
He can get in a rhythm.
Justin Fields, he has not came
pretty quickly from that standpoint. I think his decision making has been on point from that standpoint. We'll see what happens here. They've got 2 timeouts. I think
Justin Fields is going to come in to start the second half.
Another timeout, and they still may have that opportunity after that. But you want to get a huge chunk play right here.
Trying to get to about the 35 or so would be about the cusp of Santos's range.
All right, here we go. Got to get to 49.
Dalton, back foot throw,
first
looking
and
for
10,
Lacey.
And that's going to be incomplete. Intended for Lacey.
You can hear that was a hold from the Buffalo defense instead of incompletion, 2nd and 10.
And here, that just tells you, too, the aggressiveness of Buffalo.
Yes.
I thought they would stay too high, where Andy would have an opportunity to get that chunk over the middle. They elect to go in single high right there. So your throws are going to be to the outside. He tries to go to the corner route. Incomplete.
Bill Lazor told us he expects to see more early down man-to-man, some press from
What's
Buffalo
going on,
today.
Mr.
As teams
Chase
seem to
Bag
evaluate
Wonderful?
their defensive backs. They're playing press here. And Dalton trying to maneuver through the pocket. Not much room
and
there.
Andy Dalton goes down behind the line of scrimmage.
Dropped to it too high. They showed the same look and dropped to a cover 2 where the middle of the field would have been open there. So they're mixing their coverages.
I think Nagy is trying
timeout
to
used
let
here by the Bears with
Andy
21
kill
seconds
himself
to go.
So he can have a reason
this
to
is
walk
a press
back
coverage on the outside. This is how they're
Andy,
evaluating some of their backup defensive backs. That's Nick McLeod matched up with Riley Ridley.
Yeah, a little too handsy past 5 yards is what I would say.
Sure.
But, yeah, this is a very aggressive defense.
They had one of the highest blitz rates in the NFL last year. We mentioned they're a almost purely nickel defense, so there's always 5 backs.
Sick with
but that nickel gets a lot of takeaways, and they get some sacks out of it too because of how.
All right, 21
Leslie
seconds
Frazier
left.
mixes things up.
3rd down and 12. Herbert in
Another
motion
3rd
in the
and
backfield
long
now.
for Dalton on the Bears offense.
Shotgun.
Good protection. Dalton down the middle, though.
And
it's
intercepted.
Right on cue, it's Nick McLeod.
McLeod to the 40.
And McLeod takes it past the 40.
And
we were
inside
just talking
the
about
40.
the aggressiveness and the high takeaway totals for the Bills defense.
And Andy Dalton.
Physical at the top. Adams looks like he fell down coming out of his break. He's
Andy
got
Dalton
the deep
is
in cut.
laughing.
That's what Dalton is counting on.
On the way back to the
he fell on the
sideline.
ground. So he normally would have
I'm
crossed
sorry,
the face
if
of
I'm
McLeod, I
Matt
would think.
Nagy, he's cut.
Stumbles. The ball's already gone.
You just
Dalton
threw
had
an
already thrown it.
interception.
So it looks terrible.
Got us in a
That's why you
blowout
get the boost,
situation.
but Adams,
And you're over here
again,
smiling and laughing.
attention to details. Can't fall down at the top of your stem when you're breaking on an in-cut, and Andy's just kind of smiling. Hey, it's been that kind of day, is what he's shrugging it off to.
Still one timeout for Buffalo here. They're on the cusp of Tyler Bass's range.
I think they might, they might
try. A few yards and a timeout for Buffalo might lead to a field goal attempt.
They're going to try to go for it. Okay, here we go. 9 seconds. Mitch Trubisky.
Trubisky rolling. Fires to the
He
sideline for
throws.
Kumerow. And it's a catch.
And it's a catch for a first down.
Big chunk
2
play. They get
seconds
16
left.
yards and can set up a field goal.
He's up in the air. Yeah, he gets his feet
Yeah,
down.
that is a catch. That is a catch by Kumerow.
Somewhere Stryker, the mascot for South Elgin, is smiling.
Shelley's trying to push him out of bounds.
What's up,
That's really
KO
your only
Sports Talk?
defense is
Hey,
forcing him out
I
of
don't know
bounds.
why they left Andy Dalton
Other than
in
just
for the
picking
whole
him up and
half.
throwing him out of
That's
bounds
stupid.
rather than pushing him.
Yep.
I would have gave
Kumerow,
Nick
South
Foles
Elgin
a
High
better
School.
shot.
His dad, Eric, was a linebacker for Miami out of Ohio
And then
State.
to see
was with the Packers, was actually putting together
Dalton
good numbers
laugh.
with Aaron Rodgers, had a touchdown late in the year, and then got cut, and ended up with Buffalo. And
here's Tyler Bass.
Produced late in the season.
Kick is up.
Tyler
Kick
Bass
is
from 41 makes it
good.
all Buffalo in the first half. 34-6 Bills. Go to work.
All right, we are at halftime. 34-6. What's up, Timmy Miles? But all right, we are at halftime. Scores 34-6. I'm going to take a quick halftime break. I will be in the chat so we can chat it up, have a good time. Just so you guys can see, we'll be in the chat having a good time. And I will see you guys at the start of the third quarter, and we can chat it up at halftime. Enjoy some music by my brother-in-law.
This a LP. This the LP. This the LP.
All right. We are back. What is going on, everybody? We are still at halftime, 34-6. We got a quarter left for the poll. Get those polls or those votes in. Shout out to the 458 votes. We have 59% going for the Buffalo Bills, 41% going for the Chicago Bears. But I appreciate you, Justin. Appreciate you, sub. That is hilarious, though, sub. He said, what he said, I hope the Bills win by over 35 points because I'm an Eagles fan, and it would be less embarrassing for that loss on Thursday. You stay hydrated, Trox? Absolutely. Got my water right here. And then got my backup water right here. So, oh yeah, we stay hydrated. I just had a quick cheese stick during the halftime break. Hey, Trox, both Bills and Patriots look like they will be locked up for playoff spots this year. Hey, it's possible, Paul Fox. But I don't know. If I'm a Bears content creator, I would be, let's fire Matt Nagy, let's fire Ryan Pace. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Mitch Trubisky, the same quarterback that played for that organization, lit you up for 34 points. Bills are pulling away. Hope you and your family is doing well, man. Hey, I appreciate that, Paul Fox. Yeah, we got, what do you call it? We got some surgeries coming up. Hope you and your family is doing, oh, I already read that. Bills are pulling away. But man, this game is it's crazy seeing Mitch Trubisky putting up some good points on the board. All right, we're about to get started. St. Sign safety Jeff Heath.
Bills on NFL.
All right, here we go. Here comes the kickoff.
3 kickoff return touchdowns in his final 2 years of college. Here he comes.
Here we go to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, 20.
The top end speed.
And down at the 21-yard line.
By Thomas Graham Jr. Rookie out of Oregon makes that stop. We'll see more of him in the second half. So Buffalo's offense is out there.
Jake Fromm.
So this is a fascinating little tiny storyline that you get in these preseason games. Remember, Jake Fromm and Justin Fields were both battling for the starting quarterback job at the University of Georgia. Kirby Smart opted to go with the guy who won his battle. That was Jake Fromm. Fields ends up going to Ohio State. Fromm has a decent, not as productive, but a really decent,
here we go. Ball at the
college
21-yard line.
And now both of
First
them
down
are in
and
much
10.
different positions in the NFL right now. There's Stevenson
And
on the
hit
ground.
as he caught it.
By Xavier
Still on
Crawford.
his feet. Got a gain of about
So you got Fromm, who was essentially the COVID emergency quarterback last year, got plenty of time, and actually was very important for Buffalo in their victory over Detroit last week.
Yeah, I think he probably doesn't have the strongest arm around the NFL, but he plays efficiently. Again, he gets the ball out of his hand.
He was 8 for 13
Good
for 65 yards.
Action, quarterback
rating of
74.2. But he's not going to wow you with the athleticism of running for
against the Lions
or making the explosive
and
play
that's
with
a
his
first
arm.
down.
Hollister makes the catch. He's got 8 yards and a first down to the 32-yard line. Josh Woods was there to make the stop on the Buffalo pass catcher.
Not sure how I feel about this score since
getting into the second
that's
and
our
third
first game. What do you think?
For the Bears defense.
Yeah, I hope we're not seeing a whole lot of blowouts.
Backups are both in at safety. Burns is still out there at corner.
All right, here we go.
Fromm whips it for Tanner Gentry.
Gentry, gain of about 9.5 yards.
Of Josh Allen. He makes the catch for 9. So Sean Desai had some frustrating moments in that first half. Clearly, what would you like to see from the Bears defense?
Well, I think right there, you know, what should be about a 3-yard play ends up being a 6-yard play because you've got a missed tackle by Josh Woods.
Another
so
reason
again,
to fire
wrapping
Nagy. The
and
Bears have
tackling
the
has been an
28th
issue
ranked
this game. So need to see more finish from the
offensive
Chicago
line
Bears
per
in
PFF.
their secondary.
Could have done plenty of offseason moves to improve that line. Absolutely.
Fromm under pressure,
and
it's
Fromm got it blocked away.
Defensive back
that
coming
is
in on the blitz.
Nice play by Marquis right there. Again, comes with the energy, comes in with his hands up. He's alert in order to get that bat down. If not, that would have been a devastating hit on Fromm.
Marquis Christian, 56 games played in his career.
I got a third down in one situation, 13-12.
New York Jets last year, and then played in the wild card game.
Ball's at the 41-yard line. Got to get it to the 42.
Third down and 1.
I formation.
Inside
hands it off to the fullback. Got it
Reggie
down.
Gilliam, for the third time today, converts twice
got
for
it
touchdowns.
to the 45.
And this time he picks up the first down.
Got the first
they've gone back to the wall with the 14 belly with Gilliam.
Well,
many times.
That I set is very popular. Hey, good for Mitch Trubisky. Obviously comes back to his old stomping grounds, put together some really nice offensive drives.
As the COVID
really
quarterback.
did, made some nice throws. I thought he was very effective early in the game with the quick
Trubisky
passing attack.
20 for 28 for 221 yards
receivers
and a touchdown.
Many questioned his accuracy, but I thought he was on point today for the Buffalo Bills.
All right, here we go. At the 45-yard line. Hands it off.
And he
that's Matt Breida. Got it for a first down.
So I'm sure this is what Sean Desai is going to be looking at. We are too. Josh Woods, another missed tackle. Not as sharp tackling this week as we saw a week ago.
Yeah, I think it was a lot cleaner last week. Good, nice blocking by the Buffalo Bills. Give them a lot of credit, but it's really wrap and tackle right here. And they called the perfect play against cover two.
Yeah.
I mean, they really did. Bears dropped to a cover two, kind of opened up the middle of the field, and they attacked right where the defense
first down
is weak.
and 10.
Screen against blitz, draw against cover two. Those are the two really productive moments. Fromm in a collapsing pocket, launches it up there for a landslide.
And that is going to be incomplete.
Incomplete. Xavier Crawford
intended for Stevenson.
And Crawford's been tested. He's made a couple of nice plays.
Kind of a dangerous throw. Bears got nice pressure. Little high, just lobbing it up there from that standpoint. Crawford almost had an opportunity to get underneath it.
So Dalton
says,
with
"Come
the
on,
shoulder
Bears."
pads off. He's obviously done for the day. And now he and Justin Fields sharing a moment as Justin prepares to take the field on the offensive end.
All right, here we go. Second down and 10.
That's what I was struck with
Ball
by
at
Fields.
the
Just how
38-yard line.
comfortable he looked on the field last week. And obviously he looks comfortable on the sideline as he's probably about ready to suit up to play here this second half.
Fromm.
Jake Fromm got it. Go. That's incomplete.
Hold on to it. Crawford again tested that time.
That was Stevenson dropping that pass.
Crawford battling for one of those backup spots, a practice squad slot perhaps.
Yeah, I think he got a little antsy. He led the receiver up the field into Crawford, where I think he felt a little uncomfortable. Got away with a little push off there too, I would think, on Crawford.
Yeah.
All right, we got a 3rd down and 10 situation, 11:45.
First-year pro out of Central Michigan, picked up a couple of years ago from
What's
Miami.
up, Tim Smith says Bears are done for the day.
Last year. 3rd and 10. 4-man rush.
There's Fromm. Fromm gets sacked.
It is Mario Edwards.
Mario Edwards Jr. with that sack.
This is where I think he's sneaky good when you look at Edwards. Last year in a pinch, he can line up as a 3 technique, or you put him in a NASCAR package from that standpoint. I thought he played well down the stretch for Chicago. Really going to be a rotational player. But
some of the depth, though, that you've talked about, Jimmy, on
up,
both the defensive line and the linebackers could provide opportunities for one of those NASCAR-type speed packs.
I really believe it. I think it's going to help out, whether it's Vildor starting out there at the cornerback position.
Here comes the punt.
Jalen Johnson. You have a very strong interior and the depth that you mentioned for the Chicago Bears. They're big,
fair
and yet they've
at
got
the
15-yard
line.
Like Bilal Nichols and Mario.
1st and 10. Justin Fields gets the crowd hyped. What's up, Trey? Hey, I appreciate that. Jason Hart says, may each surgery that comes in your family's way may be successful. My man, keep the positive outlook, and I promise everything will be okay. I appreciate that, Jason. But, man, what a game so far. Bills Nation, Bills Mafia. You better be feeling good about yourself today. Went on the road, took care of business. And Bears Nation, you got to get Matt Nagy fired, man. You guys got to. Get Nagy fired, get Pace fired, and turn this offense around. Carlton Johnson says, game just started for real, bear down. Hey, absolutely, Justin Fields is finally in. Y says, duh, Bills. I'm back, y'all. After watching Andy Dalton, I needed a shower. All right, Justin Fields.
Last week. See what his numbers were at Ohio State. Shortened season last year, full season the year prior. 2 trips to the college football playoffs, including 1 trip to the finals last year.
All right, Justin Fields. In at quarterback, out the shotgun.
From the 15.
Fields throws, that's caught, that's Herbert.
3.
Gain of 3 on that play.
So we got to see.
Do have to mute it real quick. Showing some highlights from Justin Fields from last week against the Dolphins.
But he can do it all.
All right, here
but
we
again,
go.
Even on this first play that he just completed to the flat, made it loud. Look at it. The amount of just calmness in which he did everything and how he performed, it definitely is not too big for him.
Well, some communication there.
All right, Bears going to use a timeout. Miscommunication.
So Justin Fields will get reset with Bill Lazor and Matt Nagy. So let's dive into this a little bit, because this is a major storyline, not just for Justin Fields, but for rookie quarterbacks around the NFL. Zach Wilson's dealing with this. Trevor Lawrence is dealing with this. How do you learn, how do you pick up from going to college and taking all the plays
Bill's
and
going to win like Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. By the way, I don't like Tom
slot, angle
that
right,
much
74
actually.
Track, like every
this is our year for the Super Bowl.
It seems like he's
I
getting
only like
better
him
and
because
better.
Yeah, I think he works
like
at it. I think he takes it extremely seriously. You know, when you and I talked to Bill
I am
Lazor,
a Michigan
his
University fan.
he'll text him late at night and said, hey, I don't mean to
that's
bother you
the
at
only
home,
reason
but,
why I
I'm
like
having some trouble with this, but he takes it seriously.
Brady.
You got to keep on going over it.
Dude
again
needs to
and again.
stop winning,
There are
man.
no
Let these
shortcuts.
other
And I
quarterbacks
think
and
he
jump
has really done his
quarterbacks
due
win.
diligence and why he looked so calm
Well, I do
last
think
week.
that he is
From right now, what I see, he looks
quarterback
pretty
go.
poised early here in this second half.
All right, here we go. Justin Fields throws. That's caught. That's going to be, I believe, a first down by Chris Lacey.
I've never seen a crowd for a preseason game. Last week there's a standing O. This week there's a stand. It reminds me of the movie Incredibles where Mr. Incredible pulls into his driveway and the kid's in the big wheel and Mr. Incredible gets out of his car. He's like, what are you looking at? He goes, something amazing. You know, it's like everybody expects this young man to do something amazing, and he's capable of it. But, you know, you just don't want to put too much pressure on him. But he definitely knows he's capable of it and really seems to be poised to able to go about his business.
Here's a handoff. That's Herbert.
Good job to slip through that hole, and a good gain on first down for Khalil Herbert.
All right, going to be
but just even
second and
small
short.
You got an inside
there's
zone
an injured
Here
Bills.
he carries out his fake. He boots to the outside. It just stuns the end man on the line of scrimmage. I just think it's going to create
Bill
more
on the field.
running holes on the inside. It looks like we got a flag here. We'll see what the penalties are.
Yeah, number 61 for the Bills,
holding his elbow, and we also have a penalty marker as well. Already that's an issue, as you can see with Zimmer. With the big brace on that right arm, an official's timeout to sort things out with 9.5 left in the third.
All right, they got a timeout taken. So they're going to commercial break. I do have to mute it for copyright music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. What's up, JC43? What's going on, James Joseph? Appreciate the 235 in the building. You guys are truly amazing. Score is 34-6. Chicago with the football. Justin Herbert in at quarterback. We got 9:29 left in the third quarter. What's up, Joey? JC43 says Patriot fan here. LOL. Patriots look good. Yeah, that was Zimmer. That's down with an elbow injury. On the same elbow, he has a brace on. Jalen Hurts didn't even play Thursday, JC. Welcome back, Linda. Says, woo, I'm back. And my daughter says I'm weird for listening to you in the shower.
The tight end box.
All right, here we go.
And if a low block by
up,
either the defense or the offense occurs within the tight end box, that is going to be a penalty as of this year.
Backfield.
They want to cut out low blocks that are more dangerous on both sides
Justin
of the
field.
So first and 22 after the Lacey penalty. Fields able to navigate the sideline.
And he's going to get it to the 19-yard line.
20-yard line.
Going to bring up second.
I like him getting down
long.
right there. That's a smart play.
Yes.
One heading to feel the
yards
pressure.
on
One, he
that
doesn't feel
run.
forced to throw the ball downfield. He's not panicked from that standpoint. But, hey, it's first down. Don't panic. Just slide.
Shabu
get out of bounds.
True fan Linda.
Cameron Lewis was down on the deck for Buffalo. There's the footwork and navigation of the sideline.
It's smart. Yeah, look at the tight footwork there to get upfield. Again, protect your body. He's too tough. You know, we've seen big quarterbacks get hurt. You know, whether it's
16,
Andrew Luck, he's a
901
250-pound guy. You look at Cam Newton, he's legit 245.
Yeah.
These guys have been banged up with injuries.
Part of it, too, because you have bigger quarterbacks.
Lewis is down
they
still.
feel that they can absorb more contact, so they might be a little more bold
Another
than somebody
injury
like,
for
let's say,
the
Russell
Buffalo
Wilson or
Bills.
Breeze to take that contact.
I think that's the guy, Russell Wilson.
Justin
Because even though
Fields
Fields
is
is
an
a
alien.
bigger quarterback, Russell,
Fractured
to
my
me,
leg on an
is
8-yard
probably the
run.
savviest to doing it. And you want to know what backs it up? He's never
Simmers
missed
on
a
the bubble
practice.
to
Yeah,
make
he's
the
never missed a
50
game.
weeks, especially
Still to this day,
since
after
Harrison
a decade in the league.
But you watch him. He's
was
conscious
locked
of it. He'll
up
get
a
out of
spot.
bounds. He'll slide. He knows when he's got a got-it situation where he's got to get it. But
It
right
is
there,
second
it's
down
first
and
down.
16.
Fields, smart play. I think he's heady. He's aware. And he's displaying that for
Ball
everybody.
is at the 19-yard line.
9 minutes to play in the third here. We will
of the Chicago
close this
Bears
one
own.
out today in Chicago. Bears will hit the road to close out the preseason next week against the Tennessee Titans.
All right, do have to mute it for copyright music. I said I'm good to play this year. Hey, that's what's up, Nico. I'm a huge football fan, but Trox is also my best friend. Hey, I appreciate that,
Signs
Linda.
on to the Jets. I think that's a good
All right,
get.
here we go. Fields airs it
Fields
out.
looking deep for Riley
And
Ridley.
that was
And
really the
incomplete.
intended
Rashad
receiver.
Wildgoose, the rookie out of
Incomplete.
Wisconsin, was in coverage. Third down and long coming up for the Bears.
Yeah, press coverage. He's taking a shot to Ridley. It's a nice
Yeah, it looked
release
like a
by
knee
Ridley.
injury.
Nice release. I thought this was an excellent throw by Fields. I think you got to get two hands out there. Let me see if he gets arm barred. Yeah, his left arm gets a little arm barred. Maybe they could have called that potentially, but that's a nice throw. Like to see more finish from that standpoint.
All right, here we go.
Fight
third down
to try
and
and hold that
16.
in, but kind of got arm
Ball
barred
at the
right there
19-yard
where
line
the flag could have been thrown.
Of the own Chicago Bears.
Fourth time
With
that the Bears have had
8:45
third
left.
and 10 plus. First for Fields. Four-man rush. Fields strong in the
Justin
pocket.
Fields
Low
incomplete
throw.
brings up
Looking for
fourth
Justin
down and
Forsted.
16.
And it'll bring up fourth down.
3 and out for Justin Fields on his first drive of this ball game.
I think Matt Nagy still talking about the previous moment with the Riley Ridley, Rashad Wildgoose play.
Yeah, I think they were looking for a flag on that play, and even on the last play,
All right, here's
Fields
Pat
trying-
O'Donnell
I'm thinking
again,
he might have
set to
gotten
punt.
hit why that ball sailed into the dirt right there. I think his right elbow just got nicked by the defensive lineman running
Cam
past
Lewis
him.
is working to make practice squad.
So Pat O'Donnell will punt away again. Boy, another good one. Directed towards the sideline. The speedy Stevenson has
There it is to the 30.
There he goes.
Gets it out
Marquez Stevenson,
to the 50,
an
to the 45, 40,
absolute
35, 30,
top-end
25, 20.
And Marquez
And that's
Stevenson
going to
is taken to
be
the house
a
with 7 touchdown.
That was Stevenson with the punt return.
We talked about it at Houston. This guy was a burner.
He pinned him. There's Caleb Johnson again. It's an open field tackle. You're trying to seal it to the backside.
Marquez
the reason why you're
Stevenson.
pinning him back to the right side is to not allow him out the back door.
Another
on
guy,
the other side. So
Noble
missed
Sports
tackle.
Entertainment and
We'll have to
myself
see. I
was
think there's an
preaching
injured
about
bear on this play as well.
whoever gets this kid's going to get it, somebody electric.
Austin Calitro.
All right, number 60 for the Bears is limping. He is limping on his own
Marquez
power,
Stevenson,
but
we
limping
mentioned
to
it.
the sideline.
Dana Holgerson was his coach for his final couple of years in college and said, this guy reminds me of
Oh,
Tavon
absolutely.
Austin. Has that level
Jacob?
of speed, and if he were to make a roster, whether here or
Say,
elsewhere,
can I get,
he'd probably be in a slot, gadget,
Absolutely.
back, punt return role.
He will, because their receiving core is so competitive as
Kick
well.
is
They're going
up.
to have
Kick
a receiver
is
to give.
good.
In Buffalo. I really believe that. And other teams will tap.
And it is 41-6. Bills 9 points away from a 50 burger. Bears down tremendously. Jamel Moore says 50 piece on the way. Trox, do you have a jersey with both Lions and Steelers logo? No, but I am going to make one. I am definitely going to make one for games like this. Fields is no better than Dalton this year so far. Wait, I blinked. What happened? We had a return. Marquez Stevenson for 79 yards on a punt return. Call it a Stillins jersey. And he's another practice squad player. No, I think Marquez Stevenson could make the 53. Kid can ball. He's a baller. Are you wearing your Big Ben jersey tonight? I don't know. I might wear my Steelers hat, the one I'm wearing right now, and wear my TJ Hawkinson. Rock my terrible towel and drink out my cup. $24 to $100 Bills. Betting he will be one of the 4 protected on the practice squad. He could start for another team. Oh, absolutely. Chris Tabor needs to go. You mean Tease Tabor? Former Detroit Lions second-round pick that was a bust in Detroit? It's going to be a 28-3 or nah. I got my Kenny Clark jersey on. Bills are saving the Eagles right now.
Country will have the opportunity to bid on exclusive experiences and items like Scout School at Hallis Hall, or this is going to be something that will interest you, a VIP
Trubisky
game
starting
day package
confirmed.
for the home opener with field access. The Bids for Bears Care fundraiser. It's brought to us by
after
PNC.
the stream,
It
stay in the
Bears
chat,
Care, the team's
and it
charitable
will
arm.
redirect
For
you
more
into
info, you can
the
go to
next stream, which is the Jets and the Packers.
Tyler Bass will.
And then after that game, it'll direct you straight into the next stream, which is the Lions and the Steelers.
Got the kid with the Fields jersey and the North Carolina hat.
All right, Newsome set to return.
As Newsome out of UNC.
Pass set to kick. And here is the kick. And we got a touchback. Ball's going to be placed at the 25-yard line.
Impressive Bears rookie class.
All right, here we go. Do have to mute it real quick. Showing Justin Fields throwing out the first pitch. Justin Fields, Tevin Jenkins, Larry Borom, Khalil Herbert, Daz Newsome.
Nice impact
some of your guys that the Bears drafted.
Thomas Graham here in the second half.
Here's Herbert.
Here is Herbert. Can't get away from.
And he's going to lose about a half a yard.
Takes him down near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, we'll try and focus in on Orum this half. I mean, he's lost a legit 40 pounds, over 40 pounds.
I'm excited. Better put on my number 5, number 6 jersey.
For a big man, his feet, he's able to pick him up and put him down. Had the concussion, which
like
sent
Care
him
Bears
back.
Today.
They tried him, thought he'd have the ability to
stretch
tackle
better.
in
I almost
the
pulled a
OTAs.
hammy on my
now
way to the
obviously
fridge.
getting an opportunity.
Uh-oh, be careful there, Greg.
He's lined up on the left side.
All right, here's Fields. And the shotgun play action.
Fields rolling and throwing.
Fields throws. That's caught. That's Adams.
That'll set up a third down and manageable. So you got Larry Borum, a rookie out of Missouri, as you saw the 5th-round pick.
All right, do have to mute it. Only way this could be, if it would be to do a Raiders game. I agree, he can ball, but who does he move above? Not Beasley,
This is a swing
Sanders.
tackle that could maybe play a bigger role with some of the injuries.
Yeah,
or
well, it really says a lot about Juan
him
Castillo because they already
Hodges.
had this plan. People just think they put him at tackle for one day at Bears camp. That's not the case where they think he's had a chance. They've known this was coming for quite some time. Now this is the time period with the pads on where they're able to truly evaluate.
And let's see, it is
Officials
recovered.
Gonna come in and rule that incomplete.
That's going to be
no
incomplete.
Possession and movement up the field before that ball came out loose. So it
brings out 4th down and 3.
And it will be 4th down and 3.
Nice accurate throw. I don't know if he got in 2 steps. I thought he got 1 step in, not 2 for Adams.
That again was Rashad Wildgoose. There's Orum on the left side against Obata.
Nice kick step. Get your hands inside a little bit more. Get him inside. He's got some work to do. There's no doubt about that.
Again, what do I always say? Hands to the inside, drop your butt, move your feet.
You don't know about Jason Peters. He has missed 20 games in the last 4 years. I think we know he can stabilize
4th down
the
and
position.
3. Fields going to roll.
And
he picks up the first down.
With his feet
and that gets the crowd hype.
On 4th and short. 16 on the ground.
And oddly enough, last week in the postgame, he said the game felt slow to me. Very rarely do you hear a rookie say that the game felt slow to me. But he plays at a different speed. He's probably the 4th fastest guy on the Chicago Bears, and that's a legit, option every time he steps on the field. That he's going to make a play with his legs. And he just looks comfortable doing it. He doesn't look
Has the head
stressed
coach
out
ever
or
been
panicked.
fired during the preseason?
Looks like it's part of his natural way of how he
maybe
plays.
Matt Nagy.
Deep drop off the fake.
Here's Fields.
Flick of the wrist, looking
and
for
he got it
James.
complete. That's the outlaw, Jesse James.
1st down to the 20. 31 yards.
Looked like that throwback play from a week ago that James scored a touchdown on. Able to sneak out. He runs a wheel route up the sideline. Able to stretch out and make the play. Nice touch on the throw, though, to allow James to haul that ball in. Sometimes if you throw it too
got a high-level
flat, he wouldn't have been able to
now
make that
defense
play.
Suspect.
Again, I expect him to get excited. That's 2 weeks in a row. He's kind of flatlined right there.
We were saying, I bet Justin Fields really excited, and he's just very calm after
Absolutely.
big plays like
Bears are losing in this one so far.
Little pitch play for Herbert.
Here is Herbert. Herbert got it to the 19, maybe the 18-yard line.
For Buffalo after dealing with that elbow issue. Makes the tackle.
Gain of a yard, maybe
and
2.
I'm surprised when I've watched, at least during the week,
excellent run by Fields.
How good of a touch player he is. Very
As
good touch thrower, but yet
says.
he can drive the football when he needs to drive the football. But that's now 2 weeks in a row. You've seen it firsthand.
Down
that he
and
can
8.
touch it in there. He can feather it in there. But when he needs to throw the Nolan Ryan fastball, he can do that too.
Yeah, Jimmy was at practice.
Ball is at the 18,
second
and 8.
Your thoughts on what you saw tomorrow.
Out the shotgun, Justin Fields.
Rolling to his left. There he goes.
Fields going to take off.
First down
and
again.
He gets a first down. Gain of about 11 on that play.
Now, see, this is how you break down the Buffalo Bills, because this is what Leslie Frazier and Sean McDermott are saying. Don't allow him to break the tape. There's Bookie Basham. Whoops, he just broke contain. And he has that ability where, he can just put so many stresses on your defense. And it's a learning moment for Bookie Basham, who they think is going to be a good player, but you get caught inside.
All right, first and goal, ball at the 7-yard line.
Outside. He'll take that and get 10 yards every single time.
I formation, now a single back formation.
First and goal from the 7.
Play action.
Under pressure right away.
Fields in trouble. He throws. That's incomplete.
Trying to get rid of the football. It ends up being incomplete. That was DeMar Hamlin, another one of those former Pitt defensive backs, playing for Pat Narduzzi, one of the great defensive backs coaches in college football. Ends up being second and goal. I want to go back to what we said. So you were at practice all week this week. You were really locking in on Justin Fields. Give me kind of a synopsis of what you saw this week.
Yeah, he was off the one practice where they shut it down. But I think for him, what I saw,
7.
What an extremely competent young man. He's going
4
through
minutes
his learning
and
curve. Don't
17
get me wrong.
seconds
The
left
Bears
in the
were
third
contested,
quarter.
but I think he doesn't get upset by it. It doesn't bother him when he has a bad play or an interception.
And that's going to be a tackle
He'll go
for a
over right away.
loss.
But I noticed what I thought was cool for a young rookie.
It's going to be a 2-yard loss.
As soon as a play maybe didn't work out, he's the first person over. And it could be a veteran. It could be another rookie player that, hey, man, here's what I'm thinking on that play. What are you thinking? Say Jesse James or a veteran who's there, Goodwin or whoever. And he addresses it right there.
Right.
A lot of players as rookies, You wait for the coach to address it in the meeting room.
Twice now.
And I think that's what really Bill Lazor talked about, too, to us yesterday, is that
Geraldo
he's really
Hernandez
on it
says,
right
shout
from
out,
the,
please.
right from the get-go. But he's out there at practice to address it, and that way he can move on to the next thing.
All right, ball is at the
Empty
9-yard line.
Third and goal. Fields back of the end
Fields
zone for
throws,
James, and it's
incomplete.
That's a great catch or a great spot
Intended
for the football, though.
for
That's
the
the only
outlaw,
place for it.
Jesse James.
Put it high up where the ESPN cameras are, and Jesse James, he didn't have his feet under him in order to jump and make this play. He only jumped one-footed. Jesse's got to plant his feet and go up and get that. That's, from my standpoint, that is an excellent throw by Justin Fields.
All right,
again,
that is
knows?
4th and goal.
Maybe typically that'd be a Jimmy Graham play.
Sure.
Right?
Justin
Because he
Fields
plays above the rim. We know he's played basketball.
Still on the field. They're going to go for it at the 9-yard line.
I'm just saying, Jesse, give yourself the best opportunity to come down and make the play.
Here's Justin Fields throws, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Fields marches him down the field.
All right. 41-6, 3:26 left in the third. I'm from Michigan. Let's go, Fields. Carry him into victory. John Bradshaw, what's going on? Says Bears trash. What's up, Patty Grimes? What did I miss? Had to go to a car show. Andy Dalton was Andy Dalton. And that is how the Chicago Bears got down 41-6. That's in a nutshell. Andy Dalton was Andy Dalton. What's up, James Joseph? Says Livonia. The Bears are going to be the worst team in the NFC North. It will be close, but they will be the worst, says Thunder. Hey, Thunder. We got no wide receivers in Detroit. Well, we got one, maybe two. I do like Amon-Ra St. Brown, but that's really about it. Quintez Cephas needs to show me that he's a baller. If he can do that, that gives us at least two wide receivers. And then we don't have no linebackers here. Outside of Derek Barnes, it's rough sailing. Let's get a score, please. We have enough to do something. I hope so. Yeah, Jamie Collins as well. He's outside of those two linebackers, it's rough sailing. But I like our secondary. I like our defensive line.
On that last series.
All right, here
Jake
we go.
Fromm back out there for Buffalo.
Fromm back in.
And they'll start this drive from the 9 with a quick screen above the head of
And
Brandon
that's incomplete.
Powell. Pressure that time from Charles Snowden in the backfield for the Bears.
Yeah, nice job. They also brought the blitz from the outside. I believe
James have got 2 feet in, though.
Duke Shelley, he got his hand on that.
If he would have caught that, he could have got 2 feet in.
To create an incomplete pass. A couple times they brought the nickel blitz today for the Bears.
Yeah, we saw Marquis Christian.
Yeah,
on the
I
last
agree.
series,
Thunder.
Had an opportunity at it.
Nagy had nothing
Graham
to
is
work
playing
with.
corner
Trubisky
outside
does
as
not
is
fit
Crawford.
his play calling
Shelley
system.
in there as a nickel.
We knew Trubisky
Run play for Breida.
could exist
Pinnell,
somewhere.
nice job.
Mike Pinnell. We saw him in the
what a
second
good
half
line.
last week do a nice job of plugging some holes in the run
Nagy
game.
came weeks
He
after
looks
they
bigger
drafted
this year than
Trubisky.
he looked last year for Kansas City. I mean, he basically just stalled it up, walled off. I mean, that's just a good stalemate. See him lock out. The guard didn't have a chance. Just too strong for Pinnell.
Jack Anderson was the rookie out of Texas Tech that had to go up against Mike
All right,
Pinnell.
here we
Good
go.
luck with that.
7-year veteran. 91 games under his belt. And his depth and experience on the front line.
Eagles fan watching mainly for Nick Foles after
feeling the
Flacco
pressure. He
crappy
takes
play.
off for a first down.
And
with
that's
his
Jake
feet.
Fromm
He'll take
got a
the
first
contact
down on
as Marquis Christian made the
36.
stop.
Ball near the 30.
There's going to be a hold on Archibald.
Yeah. Daniel Archibong held up near the line of
Holding.
scrimmage.
Offense. Number 64 plays half the distance to the goal line. Replay 3rd down.
Jordan Debbie, the backup centers for this team.
All right, that is a hold, half the distance to the goal.
You mentioned Snowden. I thought Archibong, he played pretty well last week as well. Had the sack last week. And he's, you know, you look at him, he's so long, him and Charles Snowden. They've got the ability to block kicks. I mean, it's something that's, you know, already
should have stayed and Nagy needed to go.
I believe Archibong had a couple blocks in college.
At Temple. Snowden, a Virginia Cavalier in his college days. Matt Breida is the back on 3rd and 12.
All right, here we go.
Fromm.
Jake Fromm.
Out of the end zone. So not
just getting out of the end zone, down at the 1-yard line on 4th down.
Bears sack of the day. And we saw Sam make some nice plays a week ago as well for the Bears defense. Rookie out of Stony Brook.
Yeah, 3 sacks at Camara. He's big and strong. This thing, Fromm, I thought he was holding on to the ball too long. He's fortunate he got it across to the 1-yard line.
Is out of Chicago, so he can hurt.
Pennell in there again.
So he can't hurt the Lions anymore. The Lions were the only team
undrafted free agent out of an FCS school who's had to learn a couple of new spots. Essentially going from inside to outside. That means you have to fall back into some pass coverage as well, and he's adapted to it nicely.
Yeah, that is a big outside backer at 275.
At the 45.
Newsome shedding a couple of tackles and a positive return.
Got it to the 46-yard line.
Carolina Tar Heel rookie.
So they got 46 yards to pay dirt.
Justin Fields back to work.
Justin Fields better get this touchdown.
Bill Lazor,
you got 46 yards.
And we kind of asked him, like, so what's the process like for a rookie? This perked my ears up a little bit. He said, it's Justin's job to learn. It is his job to go out of his way as a rookie to ask Andy Dalton,
Seahawks
to
fan,
ask
I hope the
John
score is
DiFilippo,
43-8.
to ask Bill Lazor, what is this? What can I do better here?
My
and so far, he's done a nice job of kind of taking the initiative.
Detroit Lions more than you love me. I said I love the Chicago Bears more than I love you. I'm a big fan.
They don't think that that's Andy Dalton's responsibility. They want him to watch and learn. Here he goes again.
Justin
a lot of green grass in front of Justin Fields.
And it slides at the 30.
His 3rd run in the last 2 series for a 1st down, 12 yards there.
Doesn't get panicked in the pocket. You see him subtly just slide. Now he sees the vision.
I don't think Goff is playing today.
In there, he feels very comfortable in his game from that standpoint. And then the awareness to slide. Get down. No need to take a shot. Needs to stay on the field for as many plays as possible. But from what Bill Lazor said, because Andy, the contract says it all. It's a 1-year, $10 million deal. He's the starter. They said he's the starter. He's got to come in and challenge and be a better quarterback tomorrow than what he is today, and I think Fields has done that.
And here's the handoff. Got a gain of about 3, maybe 4 on that play.
Nick Foles has been that way as a teammate his whole career as well. So he's got a good group around him if he wants to tap into those resources, which he has.
You got 2 professionals right there, Foles and Dalton in that shot. 2 guys that have 20-plus years of experience at the NFL level, have played in big games, have played in playoff games, have won a Super Bowl MVP, obviously. If you're not taking advantage of that, you're doing something wrong, and that was something Bill Lazor was happy about, that Fields is taking advantage.
It's just a better situation. I'll give you an example when Flacco signed out with the Denver Broncos.
All right, do have to end it for copyright music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume that audio. All right, we're getting close to ending this poll. We got 62% going for the Buffalo Bills, 38% going for the Chicago Bears. Shout out to the 544 votes. And shout out to the 258 in the building. What's up, Tone? Matt Nagy looks like the kind of guy who is bitter that he has to shave his head.
Oh my God! Got him!
For the Bear fans, odds to win the Super Bowl, 56 plus 4,000. Bet $100 to win $4,000. What's up, Pedro? And McDermott embraces his baldness. Is Bojo on another team? Yes, Bojo is on another team. Mahomes started preseason. That is why they win. It's about the most repetition. He's secured in his manhood. Why he's on the Rams. My Eagles is plus 10,000. Feels you got a score, bud? All right. And we are ending this poll in 3, 2, 1. Get those last second votes in. 3, 2, 1. And we are ending. All right, shout out to the 557 votes. We had 61% for the Buffalo Bills, 38% for the Chicago Bears. All right, here we go.
And we start the fourth quarter with Fields and the Bears marching down into Buffalo territory at the 26.
Justin Fields starting in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 6.
Khalil Herbert on the right hip of Fields.
Got a man in motion.
Pressure on
and
Fields.
Oh, man!
Came off. That's going to be a flag as well.
Holy smokes, what a hit.
A lot to sort out. Fields, good to see
Fields'
him back up on his
helmet
feet.
goes
That was
flying
a
off his head.
shot from Andre Smith.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 59. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Now, whether it's a hot or whether they change the protection, this is what you worry about with a young quarterback. Clearly, he's looking the opposite direction. And as you mentioned, Smith had a direct beeline. He was not picked up at all.
Holy smokes,
Nothing
what a
derailed
hit.
him from getting off his path. Looked like his receiver, I believe that was Adams, who he put in motion, where maybe that could have been a hot throw to the right. And you're hot off one strong from that sense, because the line was sliding left, which tells you you're hot to the right. So, I don't want to temper the enthusiasm of the fans about this young man, because he'll be fine. But that's a key point. He didn't understand what he was seeing right there.
Right. When you slide protection left, you have a hop to right. There's a space of open defender area where they can come in. Nobody's blocking that right side defender.
Here is the handoff.
Here is Khalil Herbert. Look at the speed. The shed of the tackle.
For
a
touchdown. Nice run. All right, 41-12.
Found the hole and popped it. Broke the tackle and scored. Khalil Herbert, second-team ACC selection at Virginia Tech a year ago. And gets the second Bears touchdown of the day.
He definitely is.
All right, they're going to try to go for 2 points. For sure.
You saw that small area he was able to muscle through. Bears will go for 2.
Fields out the shotgun.
Quick roll.
Looks,
Fields under
gets
pressure.
in trouble.
Stays on his feet. Back
throws,
in the
and it's incomplete.
41-12. Bears get their second score. And
all right, do have to mute it for copyright music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, do resume the game audio so you don't miss a single play. What's going on? David 1 says Nagy is not a head coach and general manager does not know what he's doing. The new defensive coordinator is a bust too. Good luck. Fields will not be a Super Bowl quarterback. Bad hit, fines coming in the mail. Patty Grimes says that's no flag. Bring in Nick. Bring in Nick, please. See something. Trey Dalton First, we need to cut Mullins because he is terrible. We are 7 away from a number change. That is truly amazing. After watching him in the first half, I can't help but feel like that Mitch Trubisky could be an NFL quarterback someday. Yeah. I can see that. I mean, I think it was a lot of Matt Nagy that held him back a little bit. Bill Dynasty is back, baby. Kay says Mitch should be a starter on a team. There's no love for Andy Dalton today. Even his mother said she likes him as a friend. Greg.
12. Well, my guys,
all right, here we
and
go.
Jim Miller, they're both in the house today. They'll be in the house after every Bears game along with Big Ant Herron for Bears Postgame Live, brought to us by United Airlines. The only place for live postgame press conferences and player interviews. Bears Postgame Live after every game on My 50 Chicago or Fox 32 Chicago. You can check your local listings.
Hey, Tone, not the way he played today.
From Andre Smith that led to a penalty. Khalil Herbert punched it
Not
home
the way he played
to close
today.
Out the drive. It's our forward scoring drive summary. 4 plays, 96 ticks, and 6 from Herbert.
He played really, really good today. That's what makes me think that the Bears need to fire Matt Nagy
on the Bears
and Ryan
on the
Pace.
Extra point on the 2-point attempt. That's why the ball is spotted at the 20. That 15-yard penalty is assessed on the kickoff. So Brandon Powell is back to return for Buffalo.
All right, here we go. Johnson is set
Detroit
to kick.
Atlanta Falcon. He's got some speed as well.
And the ball goes down
Weather
off
has
the
shifted a
tee.
little bit too. You saw some of the clouds in the sky. There were some expected showers this afternoon. They've held off for the most part all day. We'll see if that changes.
What's going on,
as the day
Rami?
goes on, but
Jackinson says,
pleasant, albeit
I'm sure
humid
you'll
afternoon in
watch
Chicago
that game, a.k.a. Okay, goodbye.
Ryan Johnson kicks away. Still a good kick to get it all the way to the 7.
I got it to the 25
There's
and
Caleb
got hit by
Johnson.
his own
I think
teammate.
Caleb was tired of missing some tackles, so he just shoved the Buffalo player into Powell for a special team stop.
Yeah, he used him as almost like
Johnson
a
made
blocking
the
pushing him
tackle
right
by
back.
pushing another
Nice
Bills
job by
player
Caleb
into his
right
own
there.
player.
Boy, knocked Elijah Griffin, the rookie out of USC, right into Powell. A good play there by Caleb, who's out there on the defensive end. And Davis Webb will check in for Buffalo as their next quarterback. Former Texas Tech Red Raider, Cal Golden Bear, former New York Giant, New York Jet. He's been with the Bills since 2019, has yet to appear in a regular season.
All right, here we go. Got a quarterback change.
Blitz coming on Webb. Hit as he throws.
Webb, no good. Incomplete for Powell.
Getting into the backfield. Maybe an opportunity here in the 4th for the defense to get a little bit of traction as well.
Yeah, really just a blitz.
What's up,
and obviously
Hollywood 80?
Josh Wood's able to split it right there as the tackle's got to go out to engage the end man on the line of scrimmage. Forces Webb a little short on that play, but just pressures him to make a quick decision. Leads to a 2nd down call.
All right, they're out the strong formation.
Reggie Gilliam,
there's a
who's
handoff.
Excellent fullback, now getting some.
Gonna gain about a yard on that play.
Lakeale London has pushed some offensive linemen back
Gilliam
a couple times
was the
today.
ball carrier.
He and Snowden in on the stop.
Lakeale's another guy. We've talked about the guys that have lost weight. Lakeale's one who's actually gained weight from his standpoint, really playing more stout at the point of attack.
Former Western Illinois standout, Peoria native. See if the Bears bring pressure on Webb on 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and 10.
They'll bring 4. Webb. Thomas
and
Graham
it's intercepted by the Bears.
Out of Oregon. Whistles
and
are
wait,
blowing.
the
He's ruled down
whistles.
back at the 28-yard line. They're going to whistle the play dead, but that is a pick for Graham.
They're going to whistle the play dead.
Down or pick?
That is an interception, though.
Incomplete, actually.
Oh, no, incomplete.
Incomplete. Thought for a second they would rule him down, but they're going to say
4th
the ball
and 10.
was down. No possession either way. Great break by Graham. And indeed, that's an incomplete pass. Good call.
Ball hit the ground. Nice job undercutting Duke Williams right there.
Yeah.
Duke's
kind
of
that ball
falling
hit the
away
ground.
from the quarterback. That allows the avenue or the lane for Graham to step in front of it. So nice heady play. Again, just finish it. Finish the play, try and secure that football. Would have been a difficult catch, but I think he's talented enough to make that play. And he knows it too, but nice job.
Battling for that rookie spot. He's playing a little outside corner here, but that rookie from Oregon looking for that nickel slot as well.
8 picks in college, almost had one here in the pros.
Remember, didn't play
Here's
last year.
4th and 10. Here comes the
He
punt.
didn't play in the Senior Bowl, but he opted out of Oregon's final year.
And got it at the 20.
Newsome on the
now
return.
at the 25.
A positive return. Just shy of the
and
30.
got it about the 23-yard line. I'm sorry, at the 31-yard line. So it's 1st and 10. Justin Fields going to head it back out. What's up, Cole? Bears fans, you happy with Fields' pick? I want Bears to take the division over the Vikings and Packers. Seen so many people from I don't like those clowns, Thundercat. When you disrespect veterans, Woodward Sports can go to Hades. And yeah, I said it. Kelvin says, why did you stop talking? Oh, I'm reading the chat, just saying what's up to everybody. My apologies, Kelvin. Dawn says, called back. Please, Troxberg, Matt Nagy, you're next. Okay. So, Chase Bishop, this one's for you. Matt Nagy, you're next. How's that one for you, brother? Should Nagy be fired? Absolutely. Absolutely, Matt Nagy should be fired. Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace. But if you're a Lions fan, a Bears fan, if you're a Lions fan, a Vikings fan, and a Packers fan, you're like, no, don't fire them. But no, real talk though, all bias aside, they need to be fired. They definitely need to be fired. I mean, they took a team that was looking kind of promising into a what the heck is this team? Trox, you need a pizza sponsor, one big slice before the start of every quarter. Hey, I could go for some pizza right now too. Lion Serbia says, exactly, don't fire them. Hey, absolutely. All right, here we go. We are back.
George Connor was a multiple position player, including linebacker
1st
in the Hall
and
of Fame.
10.
As storied as it gets.
Fields is under center, got a single back
Justin
formation.
Fields back to work from the 28. Artavis Pierce is the lone back. And here is Artavis, who busted out a big run last week.
And he is going to lose a yard on that play.
Yeah, you mentioned, but you look at Roquan
Here's
Smith,
the ball carrier.
As a young inside linebacker.
I hear
for the
Deion
Chicago
Sanders
Bears.
is looking
Over
for a coaching job. Can't do worse than Nagy.
He is just an incredible player.
Hey, absolutely,
the
Rob
best
Murphy.
is yet to come, I think, from his standpoint.
And more depth at that position again. We've been talking about Ogletree battling for a spot, Woods.
All right, here is second down and 11 with 13 minutes left.
There's Woods talking with Akeem Hicks. 2nd and 11.
Fields in the shotgun.
Fields, deep shot. John Bay jumps.
Oh,
and
got
makes
it at the 50.
And at midfield, he went up to get it and absorbed the Josh Thomas hit. 23-yard strike.
Nice job by Justin Fields, because if you saw, obviously the safety was dropping at the snap of the ball.
I'll say this, Justin Fields has a nice throw. That was a nice pass.
But yet still feels comfortable.
Perfect spiral on it and everything.
To the backside to Johnson to come down with it. So that's a difficult read for a young quarterback. We saw the touch throws, now the drill shot.
Now, a challenge flag is thrown by Sean McDermott. This is a good challenge. You saw
right,
right
McDermott
at the end
is
there,
going to challenge that on the catch.
Maybe the ball was near the shoulder of Johnson, was jarred loose enough for a potential incompletion. And that's
Buffalo is challenging the
McDermott
rule
will
in the field of
challenge.
the completed catch.
We'll try and check out the replay here.
All right. Do have to mute it as they go to commercial break. There is a challenge flag by the Buffalo Bills. Oh, it might be incomplete. That ball looked loose. Mitch showed today what Maggie does to quarterbacks. McDermott is a god. Bears need O-line bad. Let it have Insta. Snap. Fields looks good. Hey, happy birthday to Gold Armstrong II. Happy birthday. My birthday is in 5 days. Trent Rogers, I was told that people that are Lions fans might be brain damaged. Hey, I'm not. I'm a realist. My team sucks. That's point blank, period. That's why I'm also a Arizona Cardinals fan and a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Used to live out in Arizona, and my Lions suck so bad they cut off our games. And in order to give us still football, they gave us the Pittsburgh Steelers. And every time the Steelers won championships, they got former Detroit natives, people born and raised in Detroit or went to the University of Michigan or Michigan State. Great minds dawn. As Coach Red Belu says, hey, Waterboy, you're fired. Hey, absolutely, Andrew Lunsford. All right, we're about to resume.
McDermott, he is out of challenges.
All right, successful
today,
challenge.
Successful one. John Bay Johnson unable to complete the process of the catch. The ball was loose at the end of it. So it's an incompletion, and back it goes.
All right, third down and 11, 12:48 left.
On the snap at 12:48.
And got a free play. Flags on the play.
Larry Borum is on that side along with Arlington Hambright. Hambright with a new number this week because Jason Peters, the veteran, has always been 71. Of course, Peters, the former Buffalo Bill.
I love that when the offensive line points at the defensive line. Defensive line points.
False
No,
start.
it's false start. No, it was neutral zone infraction. No, false start.
5-yard penalty. Still
All right, false start on the Chicago Bears. Back them up 5 yards.
Actually does have a reception for a touchdown to his credit in a Buffalo Bills uniform.
But it creates a third long. Again, Bears are 0-8 on third down conversions right now. Just had the one called back here that was challenged. So
but the Lions played the Bills much better than
average
Bears.
to go in those spots shots has been more than 10 yards, and that's
all right,
the case
here is
too,
third down and 16.
So four-man rush from Buffalo. Fields maneuvering, sidearm
Fields
sling,
throws.
and he connects with C.J. Marable, the rookie.
Got it near the 30.
Take it out near the 30-yard line.
About
Picks
the
up 7,
27.
And fourth down. Another rookie in that backfield out of Coastal Carolina. Put together a very impressive season last year. Had a great game against Zach Wilson and BYU. That was a nationally televised game. A lot of people started to take notice.
And they're going to punt
of a
in this situation.
CJ comes out of that program.
41-12.
Well, Pat O'Donnell's had a busy day today, but he's boomed them. He's had some nice punts today for the Chicago Bears. Nice strong leg, one of the best.
Now let's see if the coverage unit can elevate their game, because O'Donnell's been
Man,
doing his
that'd be
job.
awesome, Dwayne.
Another good hang time and some direction outside the numbers.
All right, here we go. Got it to the 20, 25, 30, down at the 32.
16-yard return on another 55-yard shot from O'Donnell. Well, the NFL is committed to and actions that move us toward a more equal and just tomorrow. The Inspire Change initiative showcases
no more injuries.
how the
Absolutely.
NFL players,
Why?
clubs, and the league itself are joining together to ensure that access to opportunity is a reality for everyone, and to create progress in police, community relations, criminal justice reform, education, and economic advancement.
We are close.
To learn more about Inspire Change and the league's impact, visit NFL.com/InspireChange. Glad you're with us here in Chicago on the Bears Network and across the country on NFL Network. Part of a long day of preseason football once again. You're getting your fix sitting on your couch. You've got Davis Webb back in the game.
All right, here
Buffalo,
we go.
working from the 33-yard line with a screen pass to Brandon Powell.
Powell.
Past Graham and Johnson, and then
and he's going to get some good yardage on that. Might have pick up maybe about 4 or 5 yards.
There is Archibong out of Temple. When you
gain a 5 on that
Temple
play,
the last about decade or so, you might have played for Matt Rule, who's now the Carolina Panthers head coach. Single-digit numbers were a big deal. If you were 1 through 9, 0 through 9, that means you earned your respect of your teammates. Archibong was one of those single-digit numbers guys as a Temple Owl. That's a very important thing to that program.
That's Powell.
They've had a lot of players drafted.
Be a yard short of that first down marker.
Carolina Panthers, they consist of about 8 players on that roster.
Robbie Anderson, Hassan Reddick was a really good
Bears hung over from partying with CM Punk last night.
Desai,
this is
defensive coordinator for the Bears. Temple grad, actually a master's in higher and post-secondary education from Columbia University, and then his doctorate in educational administration in 2008
better fire that
Temple.
coach.
He served as an adjunct professor there for a couple of years,
and
still continues to teach a class.
And that's what really
high formation, hands it off to the fullback, got it for a first down.
Gilliam as he converts another short situation, but
Gilliam
Sean,
got the first down.
I was very proud last week as a South Asian person, as a descendant of South Asian people, first South Asian and Indian American more specifically to be a coordinator in the NFL. His parents are from Gujarat, which is one of the largest cities in India. It's actually the state.
That's the greatness of preseason.
It's
like, who's this guy?
Situated
Who's that
right
guy?
on the Indian Ocean. It's on the border of Pakistan. His dad is from a small village in the rural part of the state. His mom is from Ahmedabad, a city with twice the population of
I want
Chicago.
to be biased and say 0-17, but hey, they're probably going to make the playoffs.
A lot of history for Sean Desai. Nice throw
and
by
that
Davis
is a
Webb
first
over
down
the top
by
for
Becker.
Nate Becker. Trying to connect with him, and he does at the 41-yard line over the top of the defender.
Yeah, even though he was just waiting for it to uncover, and again, he puts it in the perfect spot. He keeps it high where only his receiver can get it. That is a heck of a throw by Webb. He thought his fortunes were going to be made at Texas Tech, and then this guy Patrick Mahomes shows up.
That
He's got to transfer to Cal as he got injured.
That is
He
caught.
got kind of Wally pipped out of the job there at Texas Tech.
Gain of about 7 on that play.
Well, that was that Texas Tech ended up being an interesting launch pad for guys like Baker Mayfield and Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, Mayfield
I don't want
Stafford
to succeed. I want my top draft picks.
Webb was looked at as a very impressive recruit out of high school, was drafted by the Giants, spent time with the Jets, and now the Bills. So really the New York State tour for Davis Webb has taken place.
Yeah, rolling to his right there. Nice 2 accurate throws on the move by Davis Webb. Receiver able to just drag his
All right,
feet.
looks like Chicago's going to challenge that
challenging Lance Lenoir's
play
ruled catch
by Lenoir.
Both feet down with possession is the question before he slid out of bounds.
Yeah, his right, he was able to get his right toe. His left one's in right there. His right one's off the ground. Now it hits the ground. I think it's a catch.
It's basically the timing of 3 things. Left foot, when the knee is out of bounds, and the right foot. What is the order of when those things touch down in bounds?
After 2 years, I hope he wins the Super Bowl. I am not, I just want my draft picks. That's all.
Even if it's the shin, like you said.
After that, he can do whatever. After that, I'll be good.
Obviously, the officials going through their motions. They're using the tablets now, those Microsoft Surface tablets on the sidelines.
He ran away. He ran back to Billy Boy.
I mean, I know we all get upset about the pitch. Let's see if the shin is down. See, I think he gets his toe down right there. I think his toe is down.
I'm with you on that. From that angle, it looks to be a catch, right?
I mean, I get as upset about bad calls as everybody else, but, here where you just explained the new rule on the chop block or the tight end block.
The field stance is called. Chicago will be charged with a timeout.
All right, Chicago's charged with a timeout.
Year to these guys' menu.
So Chicago only has a timeout remaining.
It's a fascinating place where the league is right now because technology is
with 9:16 left.
Speedy pace in terms of what you can apply, and when technology gives you more opportunities to see the game as deeply as it's being seen,
Broncos and Seahawks,
scrutiny is going to go up because evidence is there in the post.
I'm still
the aftermath.
I'm still all in favor.
I think the
Seahawks
will win that one, Gabriella.
Here in the near future,
like a VAR style.
Yeah.
One
I think it'll be closer than a lot. Think though.
Oh. Little miscue on the exchange from center to quarterback, and the Bears may end up with the ball. Caleb Johnson came out with it, and indeed the Bears have
the Bears recovered.
That's got to feel good for Caleb.
That's
going to
be Bears ball.
First couple of games, but his ups have been nice.
Yeah, he really has. Well, you can see the efforts there. Here it's late in the game. He's still
going
hard.
Could not get that.
To recover the fumble.
That was a bad snap.
You never think you got to be ready for it. The Bears swarm all over.
Somebody else was in on that recovery.
Wants, right? You want to get the takeaway number back up to where it was a few years ago.
Well, again, you got to have the vision. His number one criteria is always keep your eye on the ball from the quarterback center exchange. Maybe it's the mesh of the running back till the quarterback delivers it. And right there, that was a nice job by Caleb reacting to it once he saw the ball.
Here's Justin Fields, throws, caught.
Athletic play there to jump in a collapsing pocket and get it to Pierce for a gain of 5.
That's Pierce.
There's no question that it's not that Justin Fields is the most athletic quarterback. He might be the most athletic guy on the field at any given moment.
There's no doubt. I mean, when he was weaving through the defense, we've seen it today. We saw it last week.
I think this might be the dress rehearsal for Chicago.
There are certain quarterbacks that and running backs and players that just play at another level of speed. We know the Tyreek Hills, the Michael Vicks of the world. There's that blitz again.
Fields throws, that's caught.
In the pocket as Elijah
got it
Griffin
to the 45.
Was racing in on Fields, and he's able to find Daz Newsome, the rookie, for a first down.
And this is what I like, the calmness.
So Michael
Here
Johnson
got lit up. It's essentially the last one was a Sam blitz. This is the first DB off that side, and technically it's the same thing.
Right.
It's a Sam blitz.
Strong side, extra guy.
Here's Justin Fields, gets out of pressure. There's a flag on the play. That's Pierce. Across the 50, down at the 49.
Again into Buffalo territory, and Artavis Pierce will check that flag. Maybe there was some contact with Fields' helmet. Now I sit back and wait to be proven wrong, as is often the case.
But on both those blitzes, he will stand in the pocket tall.
Took the Andre Smith hit, and then that time he saw the pressure coming and got rid of it cleanly.
Hey, I mean, he easily
Coach. Hey, Coach.
Hey, buddy, I got a question for you.
Well, he easily could have had rabbit feet in the pocket, much like the official did there, the way he was talking to Coach Nagy. But, he didn't. He's got his feet firm on the ground. He's not... there's nothing seems to really unsettle him from what I've noticed the first 2 weeks.
Illegal use of hands to the face, defense number 90. 5 yards, automatic first down.
Fresh set of downs after the Brandon.
All right, that is hands to the face on Buffalo.
The ball right at midfield, and it's 1st and 10.
The Chiefs won.
It is a really good front for Buffalo,
Linda
though.
is,
Russo, a good addition. Obata's a good free agent
is
pickup.
1-0 on your boy.
Years. You know about Jerry Hughes and Mario Addison.
All right, here is Fields, throws.
Nice dump off for
That's
Jesper
caught.
Horsted.
Oh, loses the ball.
Into the hands of
Thompson. Recovered. Let's see if it stands.
If it's an incompletion or if it's a completion and a fumble to Buffalo. And Fields is limping a little bit now, too, and that's a concern. It will be
Justin
Bears
Fields
football,
is hurt.
but Fields a little uncomfortable looking all of a sudden.
Well, he had the groin earlier in the week, and you wonder if he aggravated. Well, let's see. Does the ball look like it's out? Knees down.
Knees down. Yep, that's the right call.
I would say he's down.
Yeah, clear call.
All right, he is
Fields
down.
stays in from the 41. Timeout from Sean McDermott here. Let's see what happened with Justin Fields. He continues to limp. This is him maneuvering on that last play. He took a hit from Boogie Basham, rookie out of Wake Forest. Boogie, a really good player, second-round pick, put the contact on Fields. A little bit of a grimace at a point, some discomfort.
Yeah, limping a little. He landed on his hip. I don't want to speculate on his type but sometimes those are the type of plays you can get a hip pointer on or something like that.
Second and one, Buffalo called that timeout. They're left with
there is
two.
no way you can question this kid's toughness.
Not at all.
I mean, that hit earlier that he sustained by Andre Smith is evidence alone, much like the college playoff game versus Clemson.
My gosh, think of the guys that
had to
go one of the best
one.
defensive lines in the last 5 years in college football.
Incredible how he gutted that game out.
Hands it off.
There's a run for C.J. Marable, and he picks up the first down.
Marable got the first down.
Buffalo 36.
We have
Field stays out there. A little bit of a sigh of relief collectively from the city.
With 7:17 left in the fourth quarter.
Past the halfway point of the fourth. Blitz from the Bills. Fields has a man, and it's a completion to John Day Johnson.
And Johnson just short of the first down.
Nice read.
Yeah.
Gonna bring up second and
side
short.
Goes opposite the safety, rolled up coverage to his right, and hits the backside slant.
We'll check the
Illegal
flag.
use of hands to the face, offense, number 53. 10-yard penalty, replay 50, first down.
That's unfortunate. It's Arlington Hambright who picks up the penalty.
All right, that's hands to the face.
Playing the left guard spot. Yep, you see it right there. He's got
that's
the face
Hambright.
Yep. Right into the face of Justin Zimmer. Arlington Hambright in his second year out of Colorado. 9 games played and 1 start last year. So it sets him back to first and 20.
That's Thunder.
Hand off for Pierce with space. Nice cut by Artavis
Pierce.
Gets the penalty yardage back as he's tackled by DeMar Hamlin after 10. So that makes it a
second and 10.
Good cushion maintenance play.
They haven't put in Nick Foles yet.
Now we can talk about the right tackle, Latavius Simmons, who you and I talked to Bill Lazor. He said this guy's come a long way. He's had every snap of this game at the right tackle spot.
There he is. He's trying to work on Boogie Basham. Fields.
And Fields gets out of trouble.
This is Mahomes-esque as he launches it away. Good pressure by the Bills
out
and
of bounds.
Obata. But a good job by Fields to stay on his feet and save the play. 3rd and 10.
And I always worry about it. I mean, I just go back to old school coaching. Whenever you're retreating like that in the pot, coaches used to go bonkers. They would go bonkers. Jim, like one time I took a sack doing that.
6:15 left, 3rd down and 10.
With Mahomes or Russell Wilson and this young man or Josh Allen,
Yeah, a little different,
guys who are so athletic, it doesn't phase them at all.
Yeah, don't forget Josh Allen.
Yeah, I'll be live for that.
Can be
Giants
as electric
and Browns.
as anybody else in the league running the football.
I'll be live for the
smartly takes
Jacksonville
the slide
Jaguars
down
and the Saints.
Getting close to the pressure. Tariq Thompson, the rookie, was there to force him out of the pocket.
All right, brings up 4th down. 6 minutes left.
Athletic Josh is. I think if he has 9 touchdowns this year, he will pass Cam Newton.
Yes,
for rushing touchdowns this early in his career. I mean, that's saying.
We got about 5 more games this week.
He's already set all the Buffalo quarterback rushing records and all
for
that
week
good
2.
54-yard try here. This will be a nice test.
There's a 54-yard attempt.
Nice
Kick
job
is
to
up.
handle the low snap. And Brian
it's
Johnson
good.
had the distance, and it's good. Good work by Pat
it's
O'Donnell. Their
41
low
to
snap,
15.
got the laces out, and put it in.
All right. Do have to mute it for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. Fields can't run right now. They're leaving him in. So just letting everybody know, if you stay in the building, even after this ends, it will redirect you into my very next stream, which is the Packers and the Jets.
The squad or on the roster or anything else. This is a guy who's trying to play his first
Bears
NFL
fans,
game
you
in the
can
regular season.
do a little bit of scouting.
Moments like that certainly pave the way to getting a chance, whether here or somewhere else. For Rodney Adams, a St. Petersburg native who began his career at Toledo before he had to transfer back home to USF after the passing of his mother. 5.5 to go. And a touchback from Johnson.
And we got a touchback. Ball's going to be placed at the 25-yard line.
I looked up to see what Johnson's reaction was. Fist pump after the touchback, like Tiger Woods.
Well, I mean, essentially, he's showing a big leg, obviously, with the kickoff there and a nice field goal.
Here comes Webb.
Right there, but Kari Santos coming off one of his best years. Chris Tabor is just ecstatic. This will be the first year he's got all three guys back. Pat O'Donnell, Patrick Scales, and then signing Kari Santos. Went on an epic run. He didn't miss a game or miss a field goal since September last year, and then obviously last week begged home the 53-yarder.
Was it 27 straight makes after the miss against Atlanta?
All right, here we go. Looks like a possible RPO.
Davis Webb, a little bit of a miscue, but is able to get it to Gilliam.
Here's a first down.
Nice day for Reggie
by Gilliam.
12-yard pickup there for the Bills fullback playing some
Time says
back
go
right
Jets.
now. This is a Buffalo Bills team coming off a 13-3 season. They lost to Tennessee in Week 5, Kansas City in Week 6, the Hail Murray game, Murray to Hopkins against Arizona in Week 10. That was it. They won their last 6 games, won a couple of playoff games, and then had the showdown with Kansas City in the AFC title game. That image of Stephon Diggs looking at the celebration is burned into the memory of a lot of Bills fans after a division title. They're hoping to build off that this year.
And here's Gilliam again. And he's going to lose yardage on this.
I was in Denver. We got to call the game, and Josh Allen put together a phenomenal performance. They obviously love him there. They signed a huge extension, guaranteed him $150 million. This looks like a lineup. We talk a lot about Tampa Bay, right? Bringing all these starters back. Buffalo has brought home a lot of last year's 22 starters.
The AFC is going to be interesting, and who's got something to say to challenge the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes.
Baltimore's got an interesting team coming back. People are counting out Pittsburgh. I'd be careful of counting out Pittsburgh.
Ben Roethlisberger feels like, at least seemingly from the outside, looks
Second
like
and 14.
a little leaner, a little healthier. He's had injury issues the last 3 seasons.
And then what does Cleveland have something to say about it?
Playoff team last year that made a great run.
Gilliam down about the 30.
Cole Beasley as well, one of the more productive slot guys in the NFL.
40-yard line.
We know about Emmanuel Sanders, one of the few signings that they made. You mentioned it. They made a bunch of moves before 2020 and made a bunch of moves in season. Very few moves this offseason. Sanders was one of the few.
Yeah, there are not a lot of holes in this roster, so players that they've had, they were able to replace.
All right, it is 3rd and 7 with 3.5 to play.
Got younger in certain positions to boot. I love this receiving core. Again, I think they'll have a receiver to give coming out of camp. A lot of teams will be trying to raid this roster when it's all said and done, depending on their final 53. Good pressure.
Ball's loose.
Gibson with the hit. Loose ball on the deck. Johnson was battling and scrapping for it. And he comes out of the pack with it. It's Bears football.
Recovered by the Bears.
Couple of plays in the 4th. He's finishing to the end. I'll give Johnson credit. Yeah, throws it in the blue bucket right there.
Caleb Johnson. Again, he's had some lows, but his highs have been very good.
Well, last week it was the Dominique Wilkins into the bucket. That was a more fatigued dunk, I think is what that was. That was more old school, just Daryl Dawkins, right. Let me get it in there.
Oh, you know, a little Chocolate Thunder reference for us there. I appreciate
99
that,
99 caused the
Travis
fumble.
Gibson, good pursuit off the backside of the web.
recovered.
And then Johnson. Well, Johnson on the spot with the slam.
Yeah. Won the hurdle.
yeah, that's a lot of sports right there. You got the hurdle and the dunk and the fumble recovery all in one.
Good hustle.
All
good
right,
hustle.
Here we
nice
go.
job by Gibson. Travis Gibson. He's continuing to play hard. Had a couple of good pressures here in the fourth quarter. Finally
Fields
hit home.
is back out. Empty
so
backfield.
We get to see more of this Bears offense and more of Justin Fields.
And Fields goes down.
And that was on all fronts. They were really trying to go downtown. They had no time to throw the football.
So Brandon Bryant is there. Now I'm also kind of sitting back and wondering how much more do you throw Justin Fields out there?
Yeah, there's a case to be made for running out the clock and things of that nature. But every rep's important.
Every rep is good. Yeah,
every rep is important. He needs to see it. He needs to feel it.
And he also, I mean, I understand what the plan is.
Here's second and 15
but they
out
also
the
haven't
shotgun.
coddled Fields as well. It seems like they've actually tested him a lot in terms of a coaching staff.
Thunder,
trying
we
to
play
get him up to
fantasy
speed.
here in the Infinite Sports Network.
Like Bill Lazor said, it's your job to catch up and advance with the rest of the crew.
I really do. Just talking to the coaches last week when they went against Miami, they threw the kitchen sink at this kid blitz-wise. That's Brian Flores and all the blitzes that they can dial up. And that's what, because the coaching staff needs to see that. They need to see where he's at. We saw him miss blitz today. Those things are going to let you know when he's ready.
Here we go. Third and 11. Fields throws. That's going to be incomplete.
Target Jesper Horsted, who had a shot at it but couldn't hold on. Fourth down for the Bears offense. 2 minute.
All right, we're at the 2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in this ball game. 41-15. Woo! We are one away from a number change. Javonte or Melvin, and he was pretty adamant about Melvin being the guy. I'll tell you what, Javonte is going to be a good running back, though. What's going on, Obi-Wan? Says the Bears looked horrendous today in all phases, and Trubisky shredded the D all first half. Longy Raider. I'm not touching that backfield. Apparently, Trey Smith and Niang are both doing great for the Chiefs. Both players I wanted on the Lions to get. Never gonna forget Trey Smith in the 6th. I'm a Bears, by the way. Hey, that's what's up. Well, I couldn't listen to Dan's today. He drove me nuts last week. Number, that is because YouTube and the NFL will shut down my channel just like that. Then I won't be able to do these live streams, and I would not be able to bring in the audio for you guys.
Yards today, 9 of 18 completions.
All right, Justin Fields, 9 for 18 for 80 yards.
16-yarder,
0 touchdowns, 0
interceptions.
Rush for 46 yards.
on the ground for Fields today. He's absorbed some contact today. We didn't see as much contact on him last week, so he's
Carolina guy.
got a chance to acclimate
I have all the
himself
games
well
I'm doing today up already.
4-man rush.
So that'd be a no.
Fields serving, looking deep. Now we'll have to check it down, and it's incomplete.
And that's incomplete. Got the
Trying to find
Packers
Good
and
coverage
Jets
by Andre
coming
Smith.
up.
He had Daz
and
Newsome
then
downfield. It felt
Lions
like for a
Steelers.
moment, but could not connect with him.
it would have been tough. I mean, he's made some great throws, throwing to his right. That would have been a difficult hold.
Tomorrow we got the 49ers game.
Over out, saw what you saw, but it came
we got the
kind
Giants
of
game, and we got the Saints game.
Situation right there for Fields.
Davis Webb back out there after the Bills turned it over on their last possession. Bills will have the Packers next week to close out their preseason after beating the Lions last week, so they'll be 2-0.
Yeah, I do
Bills
this all
will open
season
up
long.
against the Pittsburgh Steelers week 1, then go to Miami for
this
week 2
we did 8
on the road. They're
we're
going to
be
have a
doing
lot of
8
national
games.
TV
Last
exposure.
week we did
Big games
games
against Kansas City on Sunday night.
Next week we got a handful of
before
games.
The bye. They play at Tampa Bay against the reigning Super Bowl champions in December.
And then during the regular season, we do about 5 games
Sean
unless there's
McDermott got a lot of praise,
flex
and rightfully
games
so
and
last
extra
year.
days
Did a lot
and
of
stuff
special
like
things for
that.
the Bills this season again.
Then we do
they
those as well.
Those primetime games.
Agreed,
Plus,
absolutely.
Bills Mafia, obviously, they get a great
Prior
following.
to the Hall of Fame game, I had 130
I think
games
fans, they want to see good football. And who
college
knows, maybe
football.
how this team's rolling. They may be slotted where they're basically moved into some primetime games with the slated schedule and how they're able to move games.
Bills are top 5 in terms of odds to win the Super Bowl this year, so there's a lot of hype, and rightfully so, around this Bills unit.
And we got a kneel down.
One more knee will do it. Bears will be back at it. Speaking of Tennessee, Bears, of course, had a game on the road in Nashville last year.
What link are you trying to
Justin Fields and the rest of the crew will have the Titans to close
Thunder.
out their preseason slate next week, and this, again, a shortened preseason slate, 3 games.
And there's another team, Tennessee. They feel that they're in the mix on the AFC side.
Appreciate that,
David
Longy.
pass rush, Bud Dupree, who they signed to give him a big contract, and you mentioned Julio Jones. That's a nice
shout out. Oh, absolutely, Tommy.
Throw to.
Absolutely.
Stay in the building. It's going to redirect you into the next stream.
A.J. Brown has been phenomenal.
We got the Jets and the Packers.
Nice showing by Buffalo today. Bears a little up and down, to say the least, but give me something to work on for next week. Give me something you like, Jimmy, before we get out of here.
Well, I think they've got to get their offense going. They've got to
like
get more
Thunder.
continuity from that standpoint.
Usually I just tell the people, NFL Network, or if there's a local channel.
Plays offensively. It's been the
because I know those are legal.
So ground game,
I don't want
move the chains on third down.
illegal sites and stuff like that. All right, that's going to do it for this one. We got the next game starting up here shortly. Got to end this one, but I will see you over in the next stream.